Yo, 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 yo. Java. X was Cloud, you were here, but you didn't say anything, so Irish John Games is first. All sorts of wispies. My air conditioner's on, so it's blowing my hair in all these random directions. We got wispies in our face, boys. Wispies, wispies, wispies. What's up today? God, what's up what's up any day, right? Well, that's really the question, isn't it? What is up? That's a great question. What is up? Something's up. Presumably. Presumably. Resourceful. Perk. Yo, yo. Perk in the house. You think Luke's got the juice for it? Kean's back. Kean's back and looking strong these days. The return of the Octo Kid. The return of the Octo Kid. I'm gonna get a game in real quick. We got time for it. You guys been playing some 2v2? All the cool kids been playing 2v2. We all decided I didn't have to shave my head. Technically, the thing that happened for us to shave our heads didn't totally happen. NG, yo, yo, yo. You guys, queue up. Let's go. Let's run this thing. Stop farting around in chat. Let's play some games. All right, guys, here's what we got going on. Luke versus Kean. It probably sounds like I'm in a windy tunnel right now, and I am because my air conditioning is going. We're going to turn the air conditioning off in just a minute. Got a few minutes to kill. We're going to try to play a quick game on our own, hopefully. The minor pillbox tricks. The minor pillbox trick. I'm not familiar with the minor pillbox trick. Sounds cool though. Dude, did you guys see this video? The Red Alert 2 rap? Dude, the Yuri's Revenge rap. This was, I had AI. I cannot believe this. This new AI. You guys use this. It's called ABDO. ABDO.com. You can literally just make songs. It makes no sense. I don't know how it could ever happen. I'm not sure how it works. It's really amazing though. I'll tell you that. And I made a Red Alert 2 rap song. And it's really cool. Got the Conyard building tanks on the road. Wait, can I not get a game? I thought I was gonna get a quick game here. Alright, Luke and Kian in 6 minutes. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. That's coming. Hold on to your hats. Wait, EA has a new trailer for Rivals? Why would they do that? A new trailer for Rivals? Wait, I thought Rivals was like dead. I gotta check this out. Let's check this out. Command and Conquer Rivals. I don't see anything new. I don't see anything new there. Okay. What are we doing here? I thought I was going to pick up a quick game. Is that too much to ask for? In case you guys are curious about the brackets, here are the brackets. Red Alert 2, regular Red Alert 2 game mode. We got 4 divisions. Pretty good amount of players here. We got Polye dropping subs. Jaws in the house. Ready to rock and roll. Jaws, who's going to win today?
Give me a high five, comrade.
Oh. The Yuri high five. Nice. Rooter with the high five redemption. Well timed, Rooter. Root, where you been? Where's Root the Reaper been? We want Root the Reaper. The people demand Root the Reaper. We demand Root the Reaper. Root the Reaper. Hibernated, now I'm ready. Up in Finland, hiding out for the winter. It's summertime, man. The sun's out, Root's out. Yeah, where is Artie? Who knows? Artie abandoned us, man. Dude, I'd say, people ask, people say, what's the worst part about trying to revive a dead computer game? And the worst part is the people that you think you're close to that just disappear. You'd think you'd be like, oh, is it the assholes? Is it the mean kids? Is it the douchebags? Is it the cheaters? Is it the thieves? Those are all bad. Cheaters, thieves, liars, douchebags, whiners. Whiners are bad. But the thing is, I feel like all those kind of people you can take head on, You got someone who's being a douche, you can handle it. You got someone who's trying to steal money, you can stop them. You got someone who's cheating, you can ban them. But then you got these people, like Dynamics. You guys remember the Dynamic Dino? You guys remember Dynamics, right? We had people like Dynamics, people like Artie. These people who... feel like a monster. I hate what I've become. The nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. You got people like Dynamics. You got people like Artie. These people who, they just seem normal. You messaging them for months. organizing games. You crack a little joke, they laugh, they crack a little joke, you laugh. And even though it's online, you start thinking, start thinking of them as a friend. And then one day they're gone, and that's it. And you lay up at night and you sit up on your roof of your house, chain smoking cigarettes, staring at the moon, thinking, where the fuck did Dynamics go? And why didn't he just DM me and say, hey man, had some fun playing in those tournaments and talking and organizing and talking about Red Alert 2 every day for 5 months, but now I'm busy. And I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. No, just gone, ghosted. And that's life, ladies and gentlemen. It's a powerful lesson to learn. Your friends aren't your friends. Your enemies are your enemies, though. I think that's really the beauty of it. Enemies are much easier to deal with. Friends are much more difficult. Okay, did you guys all learn something there? I have the same problem on Tinder. Yeah, same thing, you know. X was knows. Jaws with the gifted sub. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay, so we are doing something. We are doing something. Oh, we're going to get this game going here. We're going to get this fucking game going. Are these guys here? Oh, wait. We got players? No, we do not. We do not have players. Kian's been being a little diva lately. Ever since Kian came back, he's been like big timing everyone. See if he shows up. Yeah, Angie, you trying to pull Root into it? Angie, what's up, Angie? You've been ruffling people's feathers lately. I feel like you are not. You feel like you're like public enemy #1 these days. What have you been doing, Angie? You want to talk about it? All right, guys. Did you guys see the Red Alert 2 rap? Okay, let me get this thing off. The Red Alert 2 rap? Dude, AI wrote this song. And then we had Zyver. I don't even know how to say his name. Zyver's been helping me make YouTube shorts. There you go. You guys seen this?
Time on hold, you'll reach mind control. And I've been kind y'all building tanks on the road. Chrono Legionnaire, put time on hold. You'll reach mind control. Better watch your back. Spot in your face, you know it's a trap. Prism towers, laser beams through the night. Tesla coils spark, zap them on sight. IVs load up, mix and match gear. Rhino tanks crush, see the path clear. Red alert on the battlefield. Strategies unfold. Gotta see it clear, every unit, every stronghold.
Every unit, every stronghold. I feel like the AI kind of glitched there. Okay, also, just want to give a big shout out here to Zerver, who's been helping me make videos. Look at this final cut. How did he do this? How did he create this scene? Like, look what's going on here. Like, look how much shit is in this scene. There is so much going. I think it's every unit in the game right now. You got a Yuri Prime, Chrono Legionnaire, Tesla Trooper, some V3 rockets. Shit, there's a Psychic Tower back here, Apox, Initiates, Tank Destroyer, IFVs, Lashers, Kirovs, Tesla Trooper. Dude, I'm a big fan of the Red Alert 2 rap. Also, I feel like everyone's kind of like, oh yeah, AI is crazy. It's like, I literally typed in, make a rap about Red Alert 2 units, and it did that. And it's like, how is that possible? How is that possible? Yeah, that's what Quick Match looks like. That's like a real game right there. Callahan with the subs. Callahan in the house. All right, Callahan, we were waiting for you. Callahan, get on the couch, crack a beer, tell us when you're ready. We're not starting until Callahan goes. No Dolphins. Yeah, you're right. No Dolphins. Minka, yo, 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 yo. Whitechapel, yo, yo. Drunken Master in the flippin' house. In the flippin' house. Sov versus Allied, Allied versus Sov. What is this? Best of 5. Sov versus Allied, Allied versus Sov, Sov versus Allied, Allied versus Sov. Oh, okay. Easy enough. I kind of forgot the rules of my own tournament. Oh yeah, this is Flex Factions. Okay, Flex Factions, Red Alert 2. Let's get her going, boys. Let's get her going. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? I was just at Universal Studios, and I went to the Waterworld exhibit, and they did the thing where they said, okay, are you guys ready? And then everyone says, yeah. And then they say, I can't hear you. And then everyone says, yeah, even louder. I wish we could do that in here. Berg, Berg, I know you're working right now. Can you do it if I say, are we ready? And then Berg says, yeah, like that. Chrono Legionnaires, put time on hold. Man, the Red Alert 2 rap, I'm a fan of the Red Alert 2 rap. I am a flippin' fan of that. I got like wispies. My AC's blowing wispy hairs in my face. Okay. All right. All right. We're good. We're good. Oof, man, it's so quiet in here with my AC off. All right, how are we feeling? We doing good? You guys okay? Everyone's okay? Oh, my bot's not on. 1 sec. Poppin' Conyards. The Red Alert 2 rap cracks me up. And then it's like, spy in your base. You know it's a trap. It's like, how did the AI know that? I mean, I guess it's implied that, like, spies are trapping, like, units that are trapping. But I don't know. I don't know. AI blows my mind. Okay. Okay. This is not right. This is not right. This is best of 5. All right, the bot's on. It's best of 5. Unit counter working. I'd sure love it if it was. I'm not sure why I can never get this goddamn unit counter to work. I'm not sure what the issue is. It's user error. All the other streamers can figure it out. Okay. Popping conyards, building tanks on the roll. Okay. Okay. Loading up. Red Alert 2 World Series action coming at you. And I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to come out and say it. What a day to be alive, huh? We got the return of the Octo Kid. Octo Kid in yellow, bottom side here, facing off against Luke the Jedi in red on the top side. Get those predictions in. Type red or yellow in the chat. If you are here on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, it doesn't work. YouTubers, you can still type it in the chat. Oh, you know what? I don't have my multi-stream chat on. So if anyone on YouTube's saying anything, I can't even see it right now. The YouTubers are over there probably saying all these interesting things. I can't even see it. Don't worry, YouTubers. I'm going to switch back over, and I'm gonna turn your chat on just after this. Now, any of you guys unfamiliar with what we got going on here, this is Red Alert 2. This is the World Series regular Red Alert 2 game mode, not Yuri's Revenge, not Blitz. We got some tech on the backside here, a map from Polye, the talented map maker himself. This map, close quarter combat, certainly. We are playing Allied versus Soviet here today. It's best of 5. They will be swapping factions. Allied versus Soviet, Soviet versus Allied, Allied versus Soviet, Soviet versus Allied. You guys know how it goes. And yeah, I guess when we're looking at the map here, what do we see? Well, there's obviously this this 50-yard line here, which I guess in theory kind of could slow down the early Soviet pressure, but to have a tight map like this, Allied versus Soviet, is definitely a little bit precarious. I mean, the Soviet player is exactly what you expect to see from them, coming right down your throat right away, and the Allied player has to play the defend game. Now, they do have the Alamo. I love that. Hold the Alamo, boys. You got the Alamo to try to defend your ore early on, but the conscripts are going to fortify this building. That's annoying. Nice pillbox there from Kian. Again, so Kian, the Octo Kid, two-time World Cup champion, has been out of the game now for a little while. Was going to take the rest of this year off. Hey, we triggered a hype tank, perfectly timed. Good job, Twitchers. Sells the refiner on the right side because of that building. That was heads up from Luke, and Luke is just storming down right now. And so you saw Luke kind of baited this defensive pair drop on the top side, now brings the action to the bottom side. So now Kian has to shift these GIs over, but quick on the click, he's getting it done. Now a big pair drop here from Luke. Kian does have a dog there and some pillboxes, does clean up that pair drop. Kian a little bit slow on the repair here. He has money, and that's a little bit of a slip up there from Kian. You don't expect to see that from the Octo Kid. He's got money in the bank. His actions per minute are usually what is making him, one of the best players in the world. And so to not repair that pillbox, that's costly early game like this. Another pillbox out, though, keeping up his defensive structures and keeping these rhinos at bay, which, of course, much easier said than done. Yeah, the rhinos like this early game is just so tough. Now this building is so annoying. It prevents Kian from stretching out, prevents him from getting to this ore patch, and now Luke going at the miners could be the beginning of the end here as we see one miner pop. You know when the miners pop because you see their hubs go bursting off the side. Kian trying to chrono some of them out of harm's way, but he lost at least 2 there. Kian continuing up his macro on the backside. He's still keeping his buildings going. A lot of times in positions like this, more feeble-minded players, they're defending, they're treading water, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, I defended, and then they have no macro on the back end. They didn't keep up their main buildings, and they lose because of it. So Kian is keeping up his macro here. He did get a Rocky out, but you saw how quick Luke got over to that flak track. Man, both these guys quick on the click, and both these guys clearly hungry right now. You see the War Factory from Luke way pointed downfield, and Kian making him work for it, man. It is so crazy to see. And the Grizzlies they push back, and Kian now trying to target down those flak tracks, maybe try to open things up for his Rocketeers, throws the Rocketeers on the backside to defend. Now, a reminder, guys, this is Flex Factions here, so Allied does have the pair drop. They have snipers, they have eagles, and they have a single Grand Cannon. Predictions: 30% of you guys on Luke, 70% of you guys on Kian, and now it's Kian's turn to head downfield here. A nice little batch of Rockies. Keep an eye on the economies, though. Eye on the economies here as Kian is starting to go broke. Hey, the unit counter's up. We got a unit counter. Oh my god, what a day to be alive. And an inanimate object with the sub. So now he can evict this building. I like that word. It's not just a fun word. It's actually the word that's coded in the game when you have a unit's effect that evicts something. For example, if a drone is in a tank and you put it on a service depot, the word is that it evicts. And just like that, Kian now with an offensive push, he throws the paradrop here. This is called the hey, look over here. Papa, paradrop on the backside. Luke already there though with a sentry gun, not going to get anything done. Another sentry gun there from Luke. Woo, boys, you guys sweating yet? I'm sweating. And what a beautiful little map here. I mean, you guys know me. I'm a fan of the close quarter combat, the run and gun style games. But oftentimes with Allied versus Soviet, it's just really tough to create a map that's small like this, where Allied can hang and bang. And I think the center structure here. But there's a few interesting things to note. It's not just this 50-yard line. Actually, it's very small part of it. What we're really talking about here is the airport. The airport, the triple oils on the backside. It gives Allied some money. Gives Allied that double pair drop, and it allows them to pry themselves open early game, early Rocketeers, get some Eagles in the game. But even with it, will it be enough? I feel like Kian has been fighting tooth and nail to keep himself in this game. Hasn't been able to really create any offensive presence, as we see a little MCV move here from Luke. This is a demo truck. That's a little bit precarious. Kian needs to be really careful. That would destroy all of his... Can you repair? Oh my god, look at this engagement. And you see the way here. So Kian standing and gunning. Remember, guys, Rhinos have more range than Grizzlies. You don't want to get in positions where you're running away from them. So the way that Kian, see how he has all of his tanks in that little bundle, standing and gunning. Watch the turrets. Watch the turrets. Where are they pointing? How many tanks are shooting and where are they shooting? These are the little things that make and break. And it's what makes a good player a great player. And in this case, it's what allows Grizzly tanks to roll through Rhino tanks, as we now have some urban combat in these warehouses going at each other. That's fun. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm gonna pack it up and I'm gonna go, because I've already had enough fun in this one game. This is exactly what I live for, and I feel like the longer we go, the more likely there is for something sad to happen, like lag or a player getting upset or someone trolling in the chat. So I think we just pack it up and go. We call it a win and we go home. All right, now did Luke? Did Luke sell his MCV? And Luke MCV sell. Yeah, so on a map like this, eventually the ore starts running out. There's really not much else for you to do. So Luke did sell his MCV, maybe. Sometimes I lose MCVs. I am known to lose MCVs. Okay. Luke now destroying some walls. Curious. Kian's got those eagles keeping them busy, but look at that flag track. Flag track, nice. They're taking those eagles down. Kian still hasn't really... This is going to be interesting, guys, because we're going to start running out of money on this map. And it's going to become a little kind of sticks and stone warfare unit for unit. And Kian goes Battle Lab Tech. What do you guys think about that? Battle Lab Tech, I mean, he doesn't have much ore. What's he going to do with the Battle Lab? Now, there's a few different things, obviously, to do with the Battle Lab. Oh, my God. And once again, Kian pushing Luke around. In the community, we call the Grizzly tanks, the nickname is Plastics, because of how weak they are compared to Rhinos. Oh, and the nice smother there from Kian. Man, the Octo freaking kid. And repairing the tanks as he goes, and again goes right into him. Gets another Elite Grizzly. Wow. Wow. Okay. So the Battle Lab Tech, and he goes Ore Purifier. Very interesting. It's an expensive investment to go Battle Lab Ore Purifier, but obviously it's going to get... it gets you, you know, what... I don't really know what it is. Twice as much ore? I don't think it's twice as much. Berg, are you in here? How much more money do you get when you have an ore purifier? What percentage? Luke now doing some landscaping and try to clear things out, give himself a little bit more of a foothold here, and the show goes on, man, blow for blow. Both these guys spit out their mouth guards, stop blocking, and just say, okay, let's just punch each other square in the face until one of us dies. Engineer IFV goes down. Oh, you saw Kian, nice use of the fodder there, the way he's throwing those dogs out in front. You saw all of Luke's tanks. Oh, and Luke with the rough unit control, absolutely bamboozled by those dogs there. And it's tough, you know, in smaller tank numbers, you can have your tanks shoot. You can have your tanks click. You can click the enemy tanks. That's what you do. You click down the enemy tanks. In bigger tank numbers, you can't do that because you're going to have overshooting issues. You can't have your whole army shoot one tank. So if you don't do that, now the enemy's dogs are going to start, you know, taking aggro from all of your tanks. So it becomes this thing where you need to start using your tanks, moving them to drive over the enemy fodder while still trying to target the enemy tanks. There's quite a bit of artistry to it. And when you have a player that's dangling their dogs out in front, perfectly like Kian there, it can become really, really rough. As you saw, that was a very, very nice engagement there for Kian. And Kian goes Navy. Kian goes Battle Lab Navy. He's got 6K in the bank. All right, so Luke's going to hop bottom side, going to get a free Oh, no, he's not even going to get that refinery. So you see Kian just kind of matadoring here, just baiting. He wanted Luke to try to hit that refinery, and as soon as Luke engaged with that refinery, he was going to take him down. Of course, he didn't need that because, once again, Kian's Grizzlies smoking something different here today. Absolutely tearing through Luke. What do we got on this tank count? 20 to 3 rhinos? Is that unit counter right, boys? 21 to 4. And Kian sitting back now, lights up a cigarette, like a 5th MC. He moved the MCV over here, and now the aircraft carrier is out. And finally, Kian's like Neo, Matrix style. Block, 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 block. And now his offensive power here is this aircraft carrier, asking Luke a very, very tough question. Because what do you do? What do you do about the aircraft carrier? I have no idea. At this point, Kian, of course, could storm downfield, but when you've been playing defense all game, it can be hard. And Kian goes MCV. Kian was going to go double naval yard. Kian, the Octo Kid, boys. Who'd you guys juice up? You guys juice up Luke? What'd he get? The unicorn vomit? He's going to need it. He's going to need it because Kian's loading, man. Kian is, wow. Okay. That was a hell of a game.
Are you not entertained?
All right. Are you not entertained? That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. 25% more. Thank you, Berg. All right. So now we will put Luke Z. Hey, that was a fun one, boys. You guys gonna try to trigger a Yuri? Okay, YouTubers. Hey, Mr. Pep, buddy, I like your enthusiasm over on YouTube trying to play the Yuri game. Any of you guys who don't know, if enough people in chat type Yuri in the same amount of time, it triggers a Yuri. Now, there's many different Yuris. There's Acrobat Yuri, there's Painter Yuri. Most of the Yuris are not very interesting. But there is the Unicorn Yuri. And if the Unicorn Yuri gets triggered, someone wins a cash prize. Hey! Hopeful Yuri. That's my favorite Yuri. To be perfectly honest with you guys, hopeful Yuri. Inanimate object with the sub, Dad. Thank you already. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Money coming in, money coming out, guys. You guys know how we do it around here. All the money that comes into the stream goes back into the stream, helps me create more content, goes back to the players, helps me run the tournaments. We do run tournaments every month. Red Alert 2 World Series. RedAlert2.com's got all the info. You can join the Discord. You can sign up for the events. We run Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge, and Blitz. And we have game modes for all skill levels. Even if you're a brand new player, we got Division 5 just for you. All the newbies hanging out, having a good time. We've also been doing a lot of 2v2 lately. If you guys are unfamiliar, we have Quick Match, Blitz 2v2 Quick Match. It's small maps, close quarter combat, non-stop action. 2v2 games, you queue up, you match with a random teammate, you play random opponents. And we've had thousands and thousands of games being played in Blitz 2v2. That's not the tournament. That's just Quick Match. But that, again, is through the CNCnet client as well. Again, all that info at redalert2.com. But Blitz 2v2 has been popping off, boys. It's been a lot of fun. You guys can't do another Yuri. YouTubers, it doesn't work for you guys. It's not even set up. My bot doesn't even... Here's the thing. I hate to say it because it sounds cruel. I have a bot that tracks the chat. It tracks things. If you're on Twitch, for example, the Twitchers can use emotes. The emotes trigger things. They can trigger the Yuri. They can do all sorts of fun stuff. On YouTube, my bot doesn't even know you guys exist. I know. It's sad. Doesn't even know you guys exist. I'm sorry. I know you exist now that I switched over to the stream chat. I didn't know you existed for the last 30 minutes, so if you said anything interesting, I missed it. You'd need to repeat it. It's not that the YouTubers are less of people. It's just that the bot hates you. Okay. Desolator? Wow. And Kian very... Wow. Kian, this is like a hard... I will not be dealing with paradrops back here. Look at that. Just a posted up Desolator. So early radar here from Kian and an exact opposite strategy. Dude, and Kian, you know, we've talked about Kian so much on this stream because he was one of those players that kind of came out of nowhere when I first started streaming a few years ago. New kid on the block and started hanging and banging with Marco, of course. We've seen him in the World Cup the last couple years. Marco, you know, been dominating at the top level for 15 years. So to have a Kian in here who's 17 years old, 18 years old, something like that, this younger kid kind of redefining the game has been a lot of fun to watch and to watch him progress. And a big thing with Kian, of course, being this kind of young blood in these tournaments is that he thinks outside the box and you really don't know what he's going to do. And any of you guys who don't play at a competitive level, that's the scariest opponent to face. And in this case, you take a small map, you give Kian Soviet, one of the best Soviet players in the world, his Rhinos, click for click, one of the most dangerous units in the world. And yet he takes a small map like this and he says, hey, I'm going to sit back and tech up. And yeah, not what you expect here at the 3.5 minute mark. Soviet player on his heels teching up. Luke a good tactician as well here though, gonna read that and get over to tech himself. Now we will see some early engagements and Mirage tanks already out. You don't expect to see those early Mirage tanks like that. And as I say all of that, Kian could possibly roll. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, everything I just said there, ignore it. But that actually... That was actually really interesting. We saw, that was like a... I have to go back and rewatch that because I kind of got baited. I did the same thing Luke did there, where I was like, oh, we're going to play the tech game. Like, I kind of took my eye off it for a second there. Like, I thought we were going to play a slower game. And then all of a sudden, it was like kind of like a soft tech. It was kind of like a tech gambit where Kian like... Yeah, that was curious. That was interesting. And then you saw Luke was like, oh, we're playing the slow game. And then Luke tried to tech up, and then Kian rolled through with 10 Rhinos. Nice. Hey, a lot of different ways to skin a cat, boys. Don't let anyone tell you differently on that. Philip M, haven't played since the 90s. Dude, hey, this game's alive and thriving, man. Alive and thriving. Yeah, 2v2. All right, so now over to point number 3 here. It is best of 5, so let's see if the Jedi can pull something out here. This series has been coming up all Kian. so far here. And yeah, that last game, that was funny though, to have Kian. I mean, he opens Desolator. Like, if you go Radar Desolator, normally you're I mean, you're not just saying, hey, we're gonna play a slower game. Your economy is going to implicate that as well. You sit back and start teching up. Normally, you don't have enough money for those kind of Rhino tanks. I mean, normally you see on a map like this, you see a Soviet player, wants to spend every credit they have on Rhino tanks and dogs, looking to sell an MCV early and just go for broke. So to see Kian kind of sit back, bait Luke into thinking they're going to play a tech game, and then just kind of come roll and blow through the gates. Yeah, I mean, very, very nice tactical move there from Kian. Okay, so now Luke with Soviet, Kian with Allied. Yeah, we're gonna try to get it again here. Hopefully Luke can put something up. Yeah, so any of you guys who don't know, so basically, so quick match. So Red Alert 2, no one owns Red Alert, or no one cares about Red Alert 2 anymore. There's no official support for online gameplay. So you have to buy the game, and then once you buy the game, you can't play it online officially, but there's a community program called CNCnet that we all play on. It's ran on the blood, sweat, and tears of volunteers. Blood, sweat, and tears of volunteers. And there's quick match on there. You queue up, you match up versus other players. There's 1v1 and there's 2v2. And for a long time, 2v2, you had to be in a clan. You had to have a team, and you would play other teams. But we don't have enough players for that. So the new Blitz quick match, you just match with random players. All the skill levels are together. Luke going beast mode. I don't think Luke's going beast mode, but I love where your head's at. Maybe Luke's going beast mode. Kian again with those dogs out in front. God, each one of Kian's dogs and each one of his grizzlies, yeah, they move different. They feel different. They have a rhythm to them. They have a beating pulse. Anyway, Blitz 2v2 quick match. You just match up a random teammate. You play random players, and it's fun and it's chaotic, and I really like it. But the competitive players, there's a lot of flaming. There's a lot of flaming because sometimes a good player gets matched up with a noob, and oh my god, an MCV move. Let's go, boys. And Luke, and look how quick Kian was right there with the pillbox. And this is it. They're going to stand and gun. Now, the problem with an MCV move like that is you can't have a sentry gun right when you build. You bring the MCV, and then as soon as you deploy it, then you can start building the sentry gun. But it does put you behind. And already, now Luke having to bait, and look at Kian. Base battling with Kian is tough, man. And so Luke tries to put that sentry gun out of range of the other three. The MCV's going down, though. Luke sells the MCV, and he didn't really get any tanks for it. Now, had Kian gone over to shoot the MCV, and Luke had pounced and taken out a few tanks, maybe a little bit more of a gambit as it stands, I think that's going to qualify as more of just a blunder. Because he really didn't get much value out of his MCV there. He does have 2 war factories. Luke peels back a war miner to deal with that paradrop. Defensive paradrop coming. I don't know. You gotta think this position is gonna go from bad to worse. Now, Luke selling that MCV did put some money in the bank, but and now he does go flag track. Gets a flag track out. I just don't know. He wasn't able to do this. The same position we saw in the first game, he wasn't able to get it done with an MCV. Now without an MCV, very, very tough. Does have the 2 war factories. He's going to need... He has about 1 billion conscripts that are all AFK. Conscripts need to end their little smoke break and get their heads in the game. Because Luke really needs to try to make a push here. It really, once you sell the MCV... generally things aren't going to get much better for you. Oh my god, and once again, this paradrop on the backside here is so annoying. Okay. Let's play a game called How Does Luke Win This? 1 billion conscripts. 1 billion conscripts isn't the worst idea I've ever seen. Oh, and the sniper out. And just when you forgot flex factions were even a thing, the sniper comes out. Snipers, obviously good range, one-shotting these conscripts, but they do have a slow cycle rate. See if you can... Now, the dog's coming out for Kian. He's going to need to get a lot of value out of these conscripts. He's going to get it done. I think he's going to get it done with these conscripts. Needs to target that sniper, though. Oh, and Kian pulls the miners. Kian pulls the miners to clean up the conscripts. It's not going to matter. And Luke does get it done. Woof. Boys, boys, boys. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Luke puts one up, boys. The Jedi's back. The Jedi is back. The Jedi is back. Golden Knight, yo, yo. Kian, yeah, my videos. So, Kian, and if you guys who watch YouTube, YouTube's can be a little bit behind. I only post a lot of the highlights on there, whereas I live stream a lot more on Twitch. The videos get posted on YouTube are a little more far and few between. Kian's been out of it. Kian has not played in an event since World Cup, so he has been back now, a month or two. He's been playing Quick Match, but this is Kian's first World Series event since winning World Cup in December. Shamu with the raid, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a good reminder. Also, guys, on my Discord, redalert2.com, you can join the Discord. I know most of you guys are in your 30s and you don't want to deal with Discord or Twitch. But here's the thing: you're not old because you stop. You're not old when you. You're not old because. Let me try to think about this. You're not old because you don't embrace new technology. You're old when you stop embracing new technology. You're not too old for Discord. You're not too old for Twitch. Discord is so simple. You come over on Discord. All the players are in there. You can chat with other players. You can find other new players to play with. You can sign up for the tournaments. There's also a channel in there where all the different streamers post. We have a bunch of new streamers. In my tournament, these tournaments each month, I stream a few games. There's, I don't know, 100 games or something each month. There's a lot of other new streamers now who are starting out streaming a lot of games. So if you want to scratch your Red Alert 2 itch a little bit more, I recommend coming on over to the Discord, to Twitch, to YouTube. Do it. Embrace it, you 33-year-olds who are sick of TikTok and little kids. All right, aerial opening here from the Jedi, Rocketeers, and Eagles. You guys know me, man. I like this. Now, I'm not going to bet on it working. I'm not going to gamble my unborn child's college tuition on the efficacy of this strategy, but I like the move because Kian Soviet here, I think, Luke, it's pretty clear. This is a David and Goliath situation. In this particular matchup, in this particular map, on this particular day, that's where the odds are at. Not to say that Luke could never beat Kian. Obviously, he can. Luke's right up there, top few in the world. In this particular situation, I don't see it happening. So I like this from Luke where he says, hey, instead of trying to get in a boxing match with Goliath, I'm going to try to do something really weird, bamboozle him, and see what I can do. He throws the eagle to try to hit the flag track. Not only does the eagle not get the flag track, the eagle goes down. And now the rhinos are coming, and now you got to think it's going to be GG's, I wish the Almo was juiced up. Prism Tower. I like a good Prism Tower. I do. Paradrop on the moon. Not what we needed. And that's going to be GG's, Reed. Going to be GG's, Reed, boys. Wow. And the Almo gets juiced up. Oh no, they've taken the Almo. That's what you say when the enemy takes the Almo. You say, they've taken the Almo, melting the prism. My God. Okay, so. Kian's back. Tell your friends, tell your family. Octo Kid has returned.
They said I'm teenagers scared, believe the shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed.
Okay. Yeah, alive and well. Anyone's wondering if how Kian's doing? Apparently, he's alive and well, and been eating his Wheaties in the morning, because yeah, Kian's a beast. What can you do? Kian versus Woody. Woody doesn't play games. Woody hasn't played a show match in so long. All right, let's update these brackets. Event number 32. 32 months in a row of Red Alert 2 World Series action. That's kind of crazy, huh? 3 years. Okay. So we got Blitz. Oh, this doesn't need to be here. All right, guys. So we got the Blitz game mode. God, we're not getting much done here, are we? Oh, I'm supposed to be scheduling these? Uh-oh. I totally forgot I was supposed to be scheduling these. Okay. Damn, ABDO. ABDO came through the whatever this division is. All divisions kind of change month to month. Damn, ABDO? Wait, who beat Drunken? Wait, Berg beat Drunken? And then ABDO beat Berg? ABDO, nice. Blazer and Lloyd in the semi-pro finals. Cool. Gator winning D1. See, look at this. All you new guys over here on YouTube. Look, you could be down here in D4. Look at all these guys. Having fun. Having the fun time of their lives down here in D4. ABDO, you 3-0'd Burger? Damn, Berg Drunken 3-2. I missed the burner. Wow. Here's the 2v2 tournament. This is where the real hype's at these days. Although I think Keen and Gems just got DQ'd out of this, so Osama and Berg go on to the finals, right? The Cheetah Soldiers, Osama and Berg. Ed and Syrinx, Luke Z and Monster. Ed and Syrinx could have the juice. Osama and Berg's pretty scary though. Osama and Berg is scary business. Luke, who is your Blitz opponent? It'd be great if you could play. Oh, you don't have an opponent. Damn. Let's get Kian. Yeah, Kian and Luke. You guys want to play a? You guys want to play a Blitz? You want to play Kian, Luke? You think you can take him in Blitz? The team leader, the yellow name is the person who schedules. It's not necessarily the leader. It's the person I think who's going to schedule better. These are the divisional 2v2 teams. It's funny, see, like the pros all have all these scary people. Well, not super scary, like Zed Zebra Soldiers, not that scary. But then the intermediate guys, they have the Avocado Pirate, Flexing Onions, Tomato Vampires. Yeah, you want to do Luke versus Kian? We could do a Luke versus Kian. What map? Just what's the? Do we have? Well, I guess we just do the tournament map. Avocado Pirates. Oh, you guys won this? You guys are in the semifinals? Well, I better let Kloss do it. Kloss updates these. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Regular Red Alert 2, Kian wrecking his way to the finals. Marco and Osama need to play now. Yuri's Revenge. God, we're not getting much done down here, are we? Drunk, we only have one game played in the Yuri's Revenge. No one likes Yuri's Revenge, let's be perfectly honest. No one likes the Yuri's Revenge. Okay. Luke, do you want to do... What is the... Okay, all right. Luke versus Kian Blitz. The show goes on. Don't leave. All right, Luke versus Kian and Blitz. Do we have a Blitz map? Oh yeah, let's do the newest Blitz map. That's easy. Dude, we are working so smart today, ladies and gentlemen. Working smart. Dude, Polier. is a map-making madman. We have so many new maps thanks to Boye. You guys remember when Snark used to have to make the maps? Like pulling teeth to try to get one map out of Snark. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just lashing out because I miss Snark. Snark was my buddy. Snark's too busy for us now. It hurts me. It hurts me. So I said, guys, the hardest part of streaming? Losing buddies. Buddies. Oh, I'm Snark. Oh, my girlfriend in school, in real life, and my family's more important than helping you resurrect a dead 20-year-old video game. Come on, man. Priorities. Doesn't make any sense. Luke versus Kian in Blitz coming up right now. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm looking at the viewer list in real time. I see each one of you. If you leave, it's gonna hurt me. Berg, you and ABDO want a grudge match? Is ABDO around? ABDO, you here? Snark was co-casting today with Lloyd. Yeah, that's perfect. Snark, what I meant to say is Snark's not too busy for the world. He's just too busy for me. No, Snark's kind of like a lunar eclipse these days. You just have to catch him. Like he'll just ominously appear and then he'll do whatever, but you can't try to rope him down. You can't be like, "Hey Snark, in 3 days I need you to do this thing." What was the upset, Drunk? Wow, Snark co-casting with Lloyd. What did I tell you guys? I told you guys it's a heartbreaking world out there, man. It's a world full of heartbreak. A world full of heartbreak. Wait, ABDO beat Zed in, like, regular Red Alert 2? My god, ABDO started playing regular Red Alert 2 like a month ago. Come on, Zed. Zed went to the cabin. Alright, best of 5. Let's get it going. Oh, we got a roll for that last one, huh? Let's see who believed in Kian. NG, you got a wheel spin. ABDO versus Berg grudge match. ABDO, after this, do you want the grudge match? I know Berg's hungry if he's trying to play a game during work hours. Berg and ABDO grudge match right after this. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Red Alert 2 World Series continuing on with some Blitz action. Close quarter combat, CQC. Red Alert 2 style. Any of you guys unfamiliar, you build oils. You don't collect ore, you build oils for money. Maps are smaller, and units build slightly faster. It's really the same game other than that. Slightly faster building units, and you build oil for money and smaller maps. Close quarter combat. All right, so we got Key and the Octo Kid at the right side here. We got Luke Z in red on the left side. The Jedi coming off a pretty decisive victory for Kian in regular Red Alert 2 leading into this. Luke said he wanted to take another crack at him, so we're switching over to the Blitz game mode here for a quick little show match. Yeah, so any of you guys who haven't really followed the trope of these players over the years, hey, that unit counter doesn't look right to me. It's showing miners. Why is it showing miners? There's no miners. It should be showing oils. Okay, so we got Kian going bottom side. We got Luke going top side. This isn't regular Red Alert 2. I can't just sit here and start talking. We're off to the races right away. And Luke putting a little pressure on the MCV, pulls Kian over. Kian with the base stretch. These guys are the #1 and #2 Blitz players in the world, I would say. Marco and Luke, it's a little bit of a toss-up, I'd say. Legends right there as well, but does usually lose to Luke, I would say. So anyway, I would say Luke and Kian, I'd say 1 and 2 Blitz players. But Kian definitely the number 1 when he's around. But again, guys, Kian's pretty much taken off of these tournaments since World Cup, since winning World Cup in December. So we haven't seen him around much, but he is back at it. He's been playing now a couple months, getting a lot of reps in clearly, and yeah, he shook the dust off very, very fast. Luke playing on the top zone here. Another beautiful map here from the talented Polier map maker. Polier has been pumping out the maps, which is really the lifeblood of these tournaments and these games. A little conscript push on the bottom side here. Kian with great unit control goes right in, runs those conscripts over. Kian there with the sentry gun as well. Luke brings the tanks from the top side. Nice little rendezvous. Does need to get out of there now though, and so now Luke gets his army split. Kian pursuing topside, now splits off, and a forward barracks from Kian. Very, very nice. Forward barracks start pumping. Oh, and the Deso absolutely curb stomps that conscript rush on the bottom side. Luke wanted to get a little bit of mileage out of those conscripts. Doesn't find anything due to those Desolators. And the Desolator's going to be asking some pretty tough questions here up on this cliff. Is a little bit annoying, kind of peering over, and a much better tactical position here for Kian with this base stretch right into Luke's face on the left side. You see Luke just pumping bunkers, and sentry guns basically just having to kind of chop off that zone offensively, which is a bit annoying. Obviously, when you have to show your hand, makes it pretty clear. And now a demo truck, and Kian goes demo truck. Kian goes demo truck on the bottom side. That's going to take a war factory. It's going to take a bunker. Luke finds a little gap in the armor here. He dives on an oil and does get it, but no chain reaction. One cell closer, that war factory would have gone down as well. So Luke finds a little bit of a bite, but it's more of a slap. And that demo truck, very, very nice here. So you see Luke with that back battle lab. Obviously, battle lab's a fragile structure. You want to protect it, but also you want to try to be sneaky about it. It's possible Kian didn't have that scouted, and Luke over to a Kirov and over to an IC. So Luke needed to get something going for himself offensively in this game, and getting ahead on the tech race could be exactly what he needed here. See, I got a button here so you guys can see the super weapon timer. There it is. Now you can see that timer. Iron Curtain coming, and that could be exactly what Luke needs here. Now, if you took a screenshot of this and it was any other player, you would say, all right, he's up on tech, he's tied on war factories, up on tech, and a few tanks behind. This is coming up all Luke. With Kian, I don't know. You never really know what's going to happen when Kian's in the game. Nice little Deso push. That's going to pick up some chip armor on all those rhinos. A little bit annoying. Kirov top side, Kirov bottom side. Another demo truck. Oh, and Luke actually tries to drone that demo truck. That was a pretty heads-up counter. Didn't work. Well, it did work in some ways. So Desolators can now close out this bottom side zone for Luke, prevent the next demo truck hit. Kirov top side, Kirov bottom side. Luke can't really find a place for his rhinos as Kian comes down the middle lane here. Oh, and that Kirov, okay, gets one war factory. One war factory is nice. Oh, that Desolator didn't get down. Kirov top side, what did that get? A war factory? Maybe he got a war factory? Not sure. Oh, and Kian's eating a lot of radiation here, but Luke comes through the radiation himself. He's not scared because he has the IC that he does pop. That was a big Deso hit. Oh, and now Luke needs to be careful with one against his radiation bottom side. Okay, now Desolator. Uh-oh, Luke needs to be careful. Okay, now more Desolators here. So Luke zoning out topside, Desos and drones. He dives a couple rhinos on that Desolator. I don't hate it, but there's a barracks right there, so another Desolator's coming. All right, and Luke again, little yo-yo action, little high, little low. You look here, I go here. Back to the top side, now attacking with an elevation advantage. Going to be able to shoot down on those sentry guns. See what he can get done here. Does he have an IC coming? Doesn't have an IC coming. Doesn't have an IC coming. Bit curious. I'm surprised to not see him pull back and just wait for the IC, but he is out tanking here by a few, and now a nice group of Deso fodder here. These Desolators on the top side, they don't even have to deploy. He can throw those guys in front, act as meat shields for his rhinos. A lot of smoking rhinos here, and they'll keep an eye on this army from Luke. Remember, most of those tanks are half health. Next engagement, those will pop pretty quickly. And a Tesla coil. We see a Tesla walk from Luke. Not what you'd expect. Not what you'd expect. Ooh, nice little Deso pushback here. All right, so now Luke, you got to try to set up. You can't just haphazardly send a Kirov downfield. You got to try to set things up, try to clear out the flak tracks a little bit. And Kian's going to take a dive here. Luke's Desos. MCV goes down. What? Oh my goodness. What? And what an absolute threading of the needle from Kian to spot that opening and dive right on the MCV. I mean, certainly Red Alert 2 scholars would point out that Luke had a force shield he could have used. Didn't use the force shield. Drones on the backside to prevent this counterpunch. Not going to let the counterpunch happen again. Luke trying to take some bites here. Is going to get a War Factory. Did get some damage. I mean, he's finding value, certainly, with these attacks. But now he's down an MCV. Has the IC. Has plenty of War Factories. Has power. Has plenty of money. So he's okay. But that MCV snipe, I mean, it's interesting in a game like that because we've talked about before, you know, a good player can play defensively, can be on their heels. But a great player has to try to find a way to not just hide, but coil up and then lash out at the perfect moment, get downfield and find value. And of course, the crown jewel taking the MCV, always a nice target there. Okay, so tons of... the Tesla coil's juiced up. We got Tesla troopers juicing up. Look at the range on that thing. Uh-oh. Kian's going to dive on that IC. Okay, now Luke uses the force shield. Does save that IC. Kian's going to lose all those tanks on that radiation. Dude, that Tesla coil is shooting lightning bolts from the moon right now. Kian going to dive on the nuclear reactor. This would end the game. Oh, and that puts Luke low power. And once again, Kian shoots through the gate, robs the kingdom. Luke now low power. He's got to try to amputate. He could destroy these oils. Oils do take power. See if just repairing this power plant might get himself back online. I don't think so. And now Kian can sit back and say, throw whatever you want at me. You got no power. You got no juice. And nothing else for Luke to do here in this situation, unfortunately. He could destroy some oils, try to get his power back online. Does find an oil topside, so you call too little too late. And now Kian at the 9-minute mark, casually switching over to tech and taking Luke out. Dude, I'll tell you guys what, Kian's playing chess, the rest of us are playing Candyland. Next level. Next level. Tesla Tower upgrade. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Candyland. Yeah, Candyland's a funny game. It's a funny, alright, these guys are gonna test the server. Or test the connection. Dude, I can't believe Snark was streaming with Lloyd today. There was simply too many dogs. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, now the unit counter is working. Dude, the unit counter is so slick. The unit counter is so slick. Alright, so here's some... I got a couple new things in mind for Blitz 2v2 and Quick Match. So you queue up with a random teammate, and the game starts. And right away, it's chaotic. And then the good players are yelling at the bad players. And it can be a little bit stressful. My new plan is, as soon as the game loads, we're going to have the camera scan the whole map, uncovered, so you see the map, and then it comes back to your MCV, and then the game starts. And what this does, it gives you 8 seconds, and during that 8 seconds, you can tell your opponent stuff. You can tell your teammates stuff. You could be like, hey, I'm going air, you go tanks. You know, you can talk strategy during that 8 seconds. And I think everyone's going to have more fun. Navy SEAL Rush. Navy SEAL Rush from Luke. Forces the unpack. Oh, that was slick from Luke. He didn't even go for the MCV. He literally took the seal out. Oh, he didn't get the... He didn't quite get it. Damn, that would have been... So, you know, normally, obviously, you go for the MCV unpacks. That time, he literally undeployed it, put it right back in, forced Kian to unpack the MCV, which presumably does give you some value. That undeploying the MCV, oh my god, if he loses the MCV. Luke, no! 1 tick! No! Luke, protect your MCV. Okay, Kian did throw all of his tanks for that, and this early in the game, you gotta go. You gotta go, 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 go. Now, Luke on the backside does have the allied Trident War Factory, AFC, and Barracks. Another Navy SEAL out. He's going to hoof this one. This Navy SEAL's taking it in the hills. We're going to run straight for the MCV. Keep an eye on that Navy SEAL topside, boys. We might be making a highlight reel here. Attacking from the higher ground. GGI in the fight. GGI IFVs, but the pillbox spam from from Kian is real. Oh my god. No! Don't take your hat off! Don't start smoking cigarettes. Oh, there's a pillbox. See the sneaky pillbox? Never mind. It was a good idea. Take it back. Don't send him to his death. Rocketeer's going to try to open the gate. Rocketeer's going at the pillbox. Rocketeer's now heading downfield. Can Luke do it? Snatch a victory from the jaws of defeat. They said it couldn't be done. This Navy SEAL's still here. I don't think Kian sees it. I don't think Kian sees it. The hype is real. Oh, Kian definitely sees it. Now, I don't know where the Navy SEAL's going. I forgot what I was saying. The MCV. Pressure on the MCV. AFC goes down. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's why I'm here, boys. That's why I'm here. Games like that. Off to the races. Oh my god, that is hilarious. That's why I love Blitz, man. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Where can you find content like that in the world? Hectic AF. That's absolutely right. Hectic's the word for it. YouTube short material right there. Zerarnos. Gems King with the follow. Gems King just dropping a follow. He's been playing the tournaments. He's been donating. I kind of like, you know, some players, you look at people like Festalet to Poke, who followed me 18 minutes ago. That's the kind of guy who's like, oh, this guy's doing something cool, smashes the follow. Gems King is a little different. He's going to play you a little hot and cold. He's been in the tournament for a few months. He's in the Discord. He follows on YouTube, he comments, he donates to the channel, but he's not just gonna follow on Twitch unless you really earn it. And I like people like that, make me really work for it. And finally, after a game like that, Gems King's like, all right, I'm in. Drops the follow. Got the Gems King follow. And now Luke now going allied again. So anyway, if you guys don't know, this is best of 5 set factions in Blitz. We start off with the Mirrors, now over to Soviet versus Allied swap. And another Navy SEAL from Luke. Navy SEAL IFVs. We went, I mean, this is tournament number 33. We went, I don't know, the first 29. Well, actually, I don't know if I've ever seen a pro player Navy SEAL rush in a tournament. Now, I'm sure in Quick Match they do it. In a tournament on my stream, have we ever seen pros Navy SEAL rushing each other? I don't think we have. But hey. Combat, warfare, constantly evolving. GI's on the top side. I like that. Kind of zone out a little bit, try to open things up. Does throw, ooh, so it gets caught. So Luke has to pull his attention bottom side. Does lose that Navy SEAL IFV. Doesn't get any value out of it. Navy SEAL IFV, I really like the Navy SEAL IFV because I think it's, well, at the top level, I think it's a really nice gambit. And I think gambit's the word for it because it's expensive. Opening a Navy SEAL is expensive for sure. There's a cost to it. And it's quite difficult to pull it off effectively and get value out of it. Also, I think it's nice. Okay, oh, nice pillbox there from Luke. Does he have anything on the backside? No. Nice pillbox and another nice pillbox. Kian doing a good job hopping away, but just way out tanked right now. You guys triggered the Ninja Yuri right in the way. The YouTubers are going to be furious. They don't even understand the Yuris. And now it's blocking their screen. The Ninja Yuri does nothing. The Unicorn Yuri. We got a Unicorn Yuri last week. $25 cash prize. Now, the really exciting thing is no one's ever done it. Oh my god, another Navy SEAL. If 100 people type the word nuke in a minute, a nuke blows up the entire stream and someone wins $100. But it's never happened before, and there's not enough of you to pull it off anyway. But someday we're going to trigger the nuke, and it's going to be so hype. I can't even remember what the animation's like. This Navy SEAL IFE. Oh no, we're cornered. Oh no, we're cornered. Oh, that would have been so sick. Damn it. Oh, that would have been... Damn it. That would have been so cool if he would have blown up that bridge. I would have lost it. I would have lost it. Yeah, so 100 people have to type the word nuke in a minute. Okay, I made that animation about a year ago. I can't remember what it does. I literally don't remember what happens. I remember it's really loud and it's really chaotic, and the stream blows up, and then someone wins $100 or $50. Is it 50? I don't know. I can't remember. It was forever ago. Eagles get downfield, take out a power plant, pay a toll. They pay a toll for that. What do you guys think? 5 Eagles for a power plant? Worth it? Hard to say. Grand Cannon out topside. Allied can only have 1 Grand Cannon. That is a relatively new addition to Blitz. For many years, we did not have a Grand Cannon. Now Allied has 1 Grand Cannon they can have at a time. Tank Destroyers out? What do you guys think? Misclick? Or new tactic from a top-level player? We'll see. Sniper IFV's out as well. Luke playing with all the Allied toys as he gets over to Battle Lab Tech. Love to see it. Love to see it. The flak cannon dome coming out now for Kian. Multiple flak cannons, multiple flak tracks. There's some juicy targets here for sure. Some of these oils would have some pretty nasty chain reactions if the Eagles can breach. 100 unique people. You cannot type nuke multiple times. It can be any colored name, but you need to be on Twitch. The YouTubers don't count. Poor YouTubers. All right, so something interesting is happening. Kurov's coming. Iron Curtain is out. We have Eagles, 7 Eagles setting off here. Flak tracks. Look how quick he was on those flak tracks, man. Octo Kid shit. Oh, he finds a gap. Nice, 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 nice. Big hit. Takes a nuclear reactor. That's going to stop the timer on the IC as well. Kurov's coming. We have BFs out. BFs now from Luke Z. Let's play a game called What is Luke Z Not Using? And I think it's so funny when the YouTubers are like, bro, all it is Grizzly Rhino spam. I'm like, yeah, right, man. Look at this game. Every unit's being used. We even got 1 lone tank destroyer. Come on, tank destroyer. We need you. Look at all the tanks. Oh, if this tank destroyer was in the fight right now, I'd be so hyped. Big push here from Kian. No Iron Curtain support. This is called the Allied players playing a little rat-a-tat, a little this, a little that, a little jazz, a little pa-da-pa-da-pa-da-pa-pa-pa. And then the Soviet players playing a game, it's called Buh. And you just blow through. Rhino smash. Oh my god. Come on. Dude, broken game. Ooh. The Allied player should be rewarded for using all of his toys. Berg. Berg, I need you to get under the hood and make sure this doesn't happen again. Alt's the War Factory, sells it. And as the dust settles, the Allied player is left with nothing. Soviet wins. Boo. I say boo to that. Remove the rhinos. That's absolutely right. Mad Murray. They say, why do you call him Mad Murray? He's over here telling me to nerf Allied. Allied's getting blown through like a wet paper bag. Murray wants to nerf Allied. That's why you call him Mad Murray. All right, all right. Luke Z over to Sov. All right, best of 5. Non-simultaneous with the sub. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, the Cuba terrorists need to be nerfed as well. Paris, yo. Non-simultaneous with the gifted sub on Prime. Any of you guys who don't know, any of you guys who have Amazon Prime, you can give a free sub to any Twitch channel once a month. Your Twitch sub is worth $5. So you basically, Jeff Bezos says, here's $5 every month. And you can either use it or you can burn it. So yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, go find a Twitch streamer that you like. Doesn't have to be me. I'm not playing favorites. Give them $5. Yeah, people forget. I always forget about that. You know what's annoying though is it doesn't auto do it. So it's like, I mean, every month you have to redo it. Kind of annoying. I used to think it auto subbed. I was like, if I convert one person, that's $5 every month for the rest of forever. But now I realize you have to redo it every month. Oh, yeah, missing the Chrono Legionnaires. Yeah, we need the Chrono Legionnaires. Okay, here we go. It is best of 5, boys. It is best of 5. Kian out with the GIs. Radar out. Will he go forward barracks? Maybe a forward barracks here. His barracks is on the move. Needs a forward barracks. Forward barracks out. Deso's coming. And the sentry wall. Both players squaring off. Desolator. Ooh, tries to get an early punch. Hit those GIs. And now Luke will go topside here. I think Luke's got the juice, boys. What do you guys think? I think Luke's got this. I think we're going to be burning barns. Great way to end the stream. Oh, yeah, we got Berg and ABDO after this. I'm losing a little energy. I'm losing a little energy already. Man, I used to stream back in my glory days. I used to be able to stream for hours before my brain melted. Now what am I at? 1 hour, 17 minutes? Already don't know what's going on. So both players pretty much DMZ the bottom side. I think DMZ as a verb is kind of fun. Demilitarized zone, the bottom side. Ooh, one Rocky picking off Desos. That's annoying. Luke breaks the treaty, sneaks across in the middle of the night, takes a pillbox. I like that. GI's topside. Eagles out now for Kian. Uh, 2v2 final? Are we on the 2v2 final? I thought there was still a semifinal game for 2v2. Red Alert 2 Remastered? Dude, it's coming out tomorrow. You didn't know? Fish has been here since day number 1. Oh, the cannon on the bottom side. The cannon on the bottom side. Run! Look at the flak troopers running. Flak troopers running is the best part of the game. This gun is heavy. Cannon blowing off their backsides. Has to amputate this entire section. Oh, no. And the barracks get sniped. I take it back. I don't think Kian has the juice anymore. I don't think Kian has the juice. You guys, give Luke a crate. Oryx gave Luke too many crates. You gotta use a single red crate. Double red crate doesn't trigger anything. Try to get Luke some unicorn vomit. He's gonna need it. Look at this one pillbox. Okay. Hitter with the follow. Eagle down. Oh, doesn't get that barracks. Wow, that's nice. It's so annoying to keep losing barracks because it cancels out your tech. You lose your war factory if you have one queued up. Rhino's standing and gunning. Oh, nice. Luke gets bear hugs. Okay, Luke now has bear hugs in play. We'll see if that helps. Sniper's on the cliff. This one pillbox is about to destroy this oil, which I find to be both demoralizing and sad. Kian's about to go hit the MCV while Luke farts around on the top of this hill. Luke does get a Kirov out. Gets a Kirov out, but at what cost? He's droning. He's droning. Does he have a force shield? He does not have a force shield. Luke, buddy, protect your MCV. We talked about this. We've talked about this. Big engagement topside. I don't see this happening. Although, nice unit control. I saw Luke run over a couple snipers there. That's nice. Oh, Kirov does some damage bottom side. All right, loses the MC. Didn't get an IC out. If Luke had an IC right now, it could be a different game. Luke without an IC. If Luke had an IC, he would lose. Without an IC, I think he's going to get crushed. Come on, flak troopers. For fuck's sake, do something. Reorients the conscripts. Let's go. Conscripts, go time. Go time. Okay. Dude, Kian, I don't know. What is there to be said? What is there to be said? I don't know. Okay, couple things. ABDO versus Berg grudge match. ABDO versus Berg grudge match. If you guys saw it, ABDO versus Berg, couple games ago on YouTube. These guys are wild, man. ABDO, Berg is kind of like Berg's like a very mild mannered tactician, and ABDO is kind of like a drunken street cat. That's kind of what ABDO is like. So ABDO versus Berg. Let's get these guys in here. Oh yeah, NG, I owe you a wheel spin. Oryx, I owe you a wheel spin. Let's spin some wheels. Oryx first. Oryx, you win nothing. NG with a wheel spin as well. NG wins $5. NG, you get $5. Message me your PayPal because I'm going to forget. Okay, so the 2v2. Let's talk about this 2v2 event. So you guys think the 2v2 finals? Yeah, I'd like to stream the 2v2 finals. Oh, nice. Pitter with the prime sub, my guy. Appreciate it. So, 2v2 finals, huh? Who you guys said what happened? Who won? Ed and Syrinx won? The 2v2 finals in an hour? Wait, who was gonna stream this? Oh, Luke Z and Monster beat Ed and Syrinx. The teddy bear soldiers are in the finals? Damn. Okay. Can we run this like right after Berg and... Alright, here's the plan. Oh, well, Berg's here, certainly. Apparently Berg doesn't work on Fridays anymore. I'm telling Berg's boss. Okay. Let's think about this. I'm going to run Berg and ABDO right now. We're going to run Berg and ABDO right now. Berg's in here. ABDO, let's go. Okay, Luke Z's here. Let's see if... Is Monster... Is Monster here? Wait, ABDO. ABDO versus... Yeah, I think it's so funny to call him Monster. His name's Steve. Imagine if your name's Steve and you make all your online buddies call you Monster. We could run this 2v2 final. But I think we can hit Berg and ABDO. I mean... we can run this Berg and ABDO. Let's just run Berg and ABDO, and then let's run this 2v2 final. All right? Easy. Dude, we got a long day. Okay, did I have anything to do today? Let's think very seriously about that. All right, ABDO and Berg. We can run that. And then we're going to run the 2v2 final right after that. Did I have anything to do today? I don't think I did. Dude, I cannot believe Snark was streaming with Lloyd. I cannot believe that. What a heartbreak. Dude, just like the story of heartbreak, man. Mad Murray, come in here. Come co-host, co-host. What's ABDO saying? Is ABDO bailing? ABDO, where you at? Murray, come co-host. Let's do ABDO and Berg, then we're doing the 2v2 finals.
That one.
You guys buckle in, grab some popcorn, crack a beer. It's a Friday, boys. Friday fun day. Ooh, man, the 2v2 is gonna get messy. We're gonna have some headaches on that one, I think. But it'll be worth it, boys. Murray, where you at? Mad Murray, you want to come in here? I always picture like Murray's in the chat because like Murray's the kind of guy who likes to just like sit in the chat and throw random jokes. He's like in his underwear right now, eating popcorn, and all of a sudden you're like, Murray, come on, voice, come be a regular human. And he's like, and then all of a sudden he's like, puts his pillow in front of him. Saw with the follow. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to set my scoreboard, which presumably I am capable of doing. ABDO, I don't think I'm going to pull that off. Okay. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, Murray disappears. Classic. All right, Berg in red, ABDO in yellow. Are you guys ready? And then everyone says, ah, yeah. And then I say, I can't hear you. All right, here we go. These guys are good, man. These guys are fun. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. Last time I saw these guys, it was an absolute rager, man. Okay. All right, guys, off to the races here. Red alert, 2 World Series Friday Fun Day. We're live streaming here on YouTube and Twitch. I used to not be able to stream on both. I think the connections have gotten better. I used to lag when I streamed on both. Streaming on both, everyone's in here. We got the YouTubers, we got the Twitchers. Everyone's having the time of their lives. I think I'm still live on YouTube. Sometimes I think YouTube kicks me, like it mutes me or blocks me because of copyrighted music or something. It's hard to know. Get those predictions in, guys. Type red or yellow in the chat. In red, we got Berg, Captain Berg, out of the US of A, facing off against ABDO out of Egypt. Both these guys, man, I think of Berg as more of a tactical player, although he can be very aggressive, as we already see here. Conscripts coming across the bottom. ABDO is a Mental Omega player, which is the biggest community-created expansion of Red Alert 2. Oh, gonna go right at this power plant. Gonna go right at the power plant. Not quite able to pull it off here. Yeah, and ABDO does save that power plant, so first attack here from Berg. But, yeah, these Mental Omega players that came over, ABDO and Drunken Master, have excelled quickly to the top level in Red Alert 2 and Blitz, in the regular game modes as well. It's been fun watching them kind of make noise at the top level. Berg obviously been around for a super long time. Berg, one of the volunteers who pours his blood, sweat, and tears into CNCnet so that we can all play online and have fun. But ABDO's tough, man. ABDO's wild. Any of you guys who saw their YouTube video, a couple of videos back, I posted a highlight of these guys playing in the World Series event a couple months ago, and ABDO, it was like Monty Python. ABDO had no arms and no legs, and he like was holding his sword in his mouth and fighting Berg for an extra 20 minutes. It was pretty wild. So yeah, these guys are entertaining players here. Blitz, any of you guys again just joining us here? Blitz is a game mode of my own creation. We've been running Blitz tournaments now for 32 months in a row. Smaller maps, faster game speed, and you build oils for money. Pretty much the same game, just a little more compact, a little more ADD friendly. Conscripts getting lots of value here. Soviet versus Soviet, that is the new meta now. It's been kind of the meta now in Blitz for, I don't know, maybe 7-8 months. A lot of conscripts early on. In the regular game, you see a lot more dogs. On big maps, the dogs are fast enough to keep up with the tanks to provide meat shield support. But in Blitz, with the smaller maps, conscripts can get more value. They don't have as far to hoof it. It's hard to run in a trench coat. You guys ever run in a trench coat holding an AK-47? It's tough. Small map, though, it's not so bad. So both players continuing to sharpen up here. Now 3 War Factories. Very similar build positions here. Almost identical on both tanks and War Factories. Yeah, Berg 7K in the bank. So a little more money in the bank here. ABDO pushing uphill into these conscripts, but he's got the conscripts for it. So Berg, you see Berg kind of rolling through here, trying to get in a position where you can swipe right across and run over all of the enemy conscripts. I need to move that chat box, man. These guys are fighting in the worst zone on my screen. Sorry, I can't move it anymore. I have no way to show you guys what's going on right now. I'll just tell you, the tanks are shooting at each other, and ABDO's winning. Desolator out, though. That's going to swing things. Desolator out, and that does push things back for Berg. Very nice. So, 2 bunkers fully juiced for ABDO holding this position. And again, stick around, guys. We've already ran a couple good games here today, and we are getting over to the 2v2 Blitz Finals, Pro Division 2v2 Blitz Finals coming up after this. It's going to be messy. Getting 4 players in here without lag can be tricky. I probably will at some point curse both the world and the game and the players, but the 2v2 Blitz Finals right after this is going to be a juicy one. But first, these guys get a little bit of a grudge match. So ABDO did beat Berg in the tournament this month, but Berg said it was a fluke. Berg called him out in chat, and as a hype man, whenever I get 2 players who really severely want to beat each other, I can't help but throw them in the pit and see what happens. So IC out now. IC out. Berg ahead on the IC. ABDO just getting up his reactor. He'll have an IC coming as well. Kirov out now for ABDO. Dude, my Yuri bot stopped working. How sad is that? I used to have an AI Yuri bot, and you could ask it questions and it would answer. It died. We killed the Yuri bot. How sad. Okay. Man, these guys. Tight map like this, so tough. And you kind of saw here, I think it's interesting to see like this game compared to what we just saw with Kian and Luke. Even on a small map like this, nice IC, does get a good amount of tanks. Now going to push back, and ABDO is using the Kirov to defend. I don't think the Kirov should be in charge of defensive efforts, but hey, it worked. Damn, Berg's army gets absolutely stuffed. Oof, look at that unit counter right now, 25 to 5 tanks. ABDO, off to the races, buddy. A ton of desos, but ABDO's got to be looking downfield to counterpunch here. He's probably waiting for the IC, but he really doesn't need to. But yeah, just comparing this game to last game, you know, Luke and Kian, the number 1, number 2, versus these guys, the number, I don't know, 6, 7 Blitz players, something like that. And just the way that like Kian and Luke, you saw them playing all 3 of the lanes a little bit more. These guys kind of focusing on one area at a time, and it makes you appreciate a little bit more seeing it side by side. I used to have a button to move my fucking camera. Is it this one? Hey, look at me hopping out of the way for you guys. We pulled it off. All right, tons of Desolators, but ABDO getting so much value right now. Yeah, you got to think that's the beginning of the end here. IC pops. Berg with his own defense. Oh, Berg uses the force shield. Going to keep his head above water here, but if that nuclear reactor goes down in it, and it does, yeah, very, very nice attack there from ABDO. Berg with that billion Desolators. Yeah, the Desolators do cause some lag issues at these numbers, especially on a small map like this, because it's like loading all of... That's actually a good question. If a Desolator deploys and you're not looking at it, does your computer still have to deal with it? Because like obviously as the Desolators start deploying, it's hard on some people's computers. But I wonder if you don't look at them, if that counters it. Berg holds beat. All right. Now over to Allied versus Allied for point number 2. First one on the board for ABDO. Monsters here. So yeah, again, guys, Blitz 2v2 finals coming up right after this. We got a couple. We got some really scary players in for that. Should be a fun one. All right, so over to point number 2 now, Allied versus Allied. Yeah, so any of you guys, again, I was talking about Blitz 2v2 quick match. Players can queue up any time of the day, getting 2v2 games. A lot of people have been playing. There's this one player, his name's No. And it's kind of funny because I'm always like, Red Alert 2 is so fun and the community's so great, come join. And then like, if you go play ranked match in the evenings, like when all the pros are in there, and you do something wrong, they will rage on you so hard. Like, WTF noob, why aren't you building your war factory, blah, 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 blah. And so generally speaking, what happens is someone says, hey, I saw this guy on YouTube. He's promoting Red Alert 2. I haven't played that game in 20 years. I'm going to go try it out. He says it's really fun. It's really easy. And then they download the game, and then they play the game, and then they lose. They get crushed because they've been missing out on 20 years of tactics. And then someone rages at them and calls them a noob, and then they go back to playing Fortnite, and then all the pros sit around in Discord and say, why is this game dying? Why isn't there any new players? But there is an exception to that, and his name is No. And I don't know who this person is, but he has been getting absolutely wrecked in Quick Match for a long time, like a lot of games. And all of the pro players are like, "Oh my God, No is so bad. He's ruining the game. He's like, if they get his teammate, people are just quitting out." And I don't know who this guy is, man, but he he's got nerves of steel. Because it takes a lot to just get absolutely wrecked over and over and over again. Oh, I can turn the chat off. Okay, look at that. There you go. The chat's off. I can turn the supers off, too. Now you guys can really see what's going on. God, I totally forgot I had that button. Anyway, no, if you're out there, buddy, well, I would say join the Discord, and we'll get you in the group with other new players so you can learn. Because a lot of people say, oh, you learn by losing. You don't learn by you don't learn to box by letting Mike Tyson punch you in the face till you die. You learn to box by losing to people that are slightly better than you. So no, if you're out there, buddy, join the Discord. We're going to find you. We're going to get you a buddy system. We're going to find you some other noobs. And you're going to be kicking ass in no time at all. All right, something's happening here. And I like it. Patriot missile out to deal with that Rocketeer. All right, AVA matchups. Eagles out. Both players keeping their Eagles in the game now. Both players keeping Rockies in the game. 5 Eagles coming from Berg. 5's enough to take an oil. It's enough to take a War Factory, and it will. That is Berg's only War Factory. Oh, sorry, ABDO's Eagles. And so Berg gets down and takes out an AFC. I don't know if I love that because, oh, well, he's going to lose some Eagles. You have to keep the Eagles flying. Oh, builds another AFC. Both players just spamming AFCs right now. That War Factory hit was pretty big. Keep an eye on that, how long Berg's not building tanks for. Presumably that's going to put him behind on Grizzly numbers, although not so bad. Okay, ABDO continue to keep pressure in that bottom right corner. ABDO out with a lot of Eagles here. Loses another AFC, so again, you have to keep, if you keep telling the Eagles to go somewhere, they'll keep flying. But as soon as they want to go home, they die. I think that's kind of funny. Hey, go here. Okay. All of a sudden, go home. We don't have a home. They just die. Does get another AFC out. The AFC wars progressing as you expect here. AVA in Blitz. Big Rocky advantage for Berg. ABDO again taking another bite on that bottom side. About the 15th time he's done that now. Needs to be careful. Does have quite a few IFVs. Eagles off to the races again. What's the target? Takes a power plant? If you can get anything and not lose many Eagles, it's nice. A lot of Eagles now from Berg. Rocketeers to defend. Oh, throws the Rocketeers the wrong way. But this is a nice, really nice build here from ABDO, how he's spacing out all of his buildings. It was really nice. I like that. All right, ABDO once again. ABDO, it's like, I feel like ABDO just, the only thing in life he wants is to destroy this power plant. And he just, okay, he does finally pull it off. But the IFVs are going to go down now. Berg targeting those IFVs. ABDO left with no anti-air, needs to get out of there. These Rockies could cause some issues. Oh, no, ABDO's got his own Rockies. They're just on a smoke break. And Berg, again, with the Eagles, keeping the Eagles in the sky, man. As soon as the Eagles juice up, getting them downfield, finding value is so big in these AVA games. That one oil, I think you want to try to get a 2-pack there. There is a build limit. You can only build 12 oils per game. So slowly chipping away at the oils will eventually win something. Yeah, the giant, the castle map. That was like Blitz event number 3. All right, does get an oil. Yeah, at this point in the game, if you can just, you can basically throw 8 Eagles, and if you can get an oil, slowly you will starve out your opponent. Does get another oil, gets a power plant as well. Yeah, I think just keep chipping away at the oils. Now Battle Lab Tech for Berg. Yeah, we need a contenders league. We need a, the problem is, you know, like, another oil now for Berg. Man, this one's blow for blow. Yeah, so any of you guys who play like chess, like chess.com, there's a billion players. So at any given moment, you can queue up and play someone who's exactly your level, which is awesome. Red Alert 2, we don't have enough players, so it's kind of tough. Like, the newbies get thrown in with the good players in quick match. That's why it's better to join Discord, find another new player, kind of use the buddy system. Gap generator's out now. Yeah, gap generator's out, so Berg is fully gapped up at this point. Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. Look at these Patriot missiles. Oil goes down. Eagle goes down. Okay. Just blow for blow with the Eagles. You know, it's funny. AVA and Blitz. Oh, the IFVs. Oh, the IFVs. Those Eagles didn't even make it out of their base. Now I'm going to get a power plant. These IFVs are on it, man. Look at IFVs trying to destroy a building. It's so adorable. Oh, they're going to get roasted. Does get a war factory. Berg going broke. So Berg, yeah, I mean, Berg. ABDO on 10k, Berg going broke. Worth noting here. Prism tanks coming out now for ABDO. Yeah, it's funny because Blitz AVA at the top level has always been pretty wacky and slow. But I've learned to appreciate it a little bit more. Some days I'm just tired in these kind of like blow for blow early games. You know, are a little bit monotonous. Although it's funny because the players, these guys are grinding. Like, it's actually kind of impressive to see these two players go blow for blow like this and not have one player slip up and throw the game. And it usually does crescendo. Presumably we're going to see a crescendo, although Berg is going broke. Ooh, gets that oil, but again, an ABDO's build has been so nice. No chain reactions from the oils. Whereas Berg's been kind of contained to the top corner. So if ABDO cracks the shell and starts targeting some of these oils, Berg's going to get some chain reactions. Berg's getting some more money back in the bank, though. Eagles again trying to track, and Berg right on it, though. Oh, he tries to sneak around. He only lost. Uh-oh, that's a bunch of Eagles. Oh, ABDO could get a big hit here. Okay, gets a 2-pack on the top side. ABDO pushing, but doesn't have the anti-air for this. He needs to pull back. That's a lot of Rocketeers. A lot of Rocketeers. Yeah, so ABDO, there's bumps through here, so ABDO can't really base stretch. Some Blitz maps you can base stretch and use Patriot missiles to support your attack. Can't really do that on this map. So ABDO, instead of defending his ground army, he sends his Rockies top side. He's just going to take, he knows what he's doing here. He's going to get an oil on the top side. He's going to get an oil on the bottom side. And Berg's going to be running out of money. Oh, they go AFK topside. Battle Lab goes down. Now what's
Give me a high five, comrade.
High five. Perfectly timed high five. Absolutely worth it. A lot of the YouTubers are like, isn't it more important to watch the game than high five Yuri? And the answer is no. It's not. Berg's lost a lot of oils, man. He's going to lose another. Yeah. A couple different ways to siege a castle, boys. You can storm down the gates, you can climb the walls, or you can surround the castle, poison the water, and starve them out. That's what we're seeing right now from ABDO. He's just taken too many oils from Berg. And it's interesting to see in a game like this, you know, you see Berg, he's got the AFC, he's got the double AFC, Barracks, Battle Lab, War Factory, MCV, Power, but starved. Starved. Wait, I missed in the chat. Do we know who No is? No, are you in the are you in here right now? Who is No? Rocketeers bottom side for Berg. Desperation, trying to find value. I just don't know how Berg gets it done with no money here. Gonna be really, really tough. Eagles hunting. Ooh, well, doesn't only loses one, but Berg down to 2 oils. You just can't be on 2 oils at this point in the game. Wait, No made his account 5 years ago? Who is No? Wow, we'll never know. Alright, Berg gonna try to put a final push here. ABDO's broke as well, but ABDO, how many oils is... Oh, ABDO only has 5 oils. I still don't think it's gonna matter, but... ABDO had the weather storm coming. Dude. Who is this kid? Yeah, No, don't give up. Yeah, he's my nephew. He's not Monster's nephew. Monster's lying. Don't believe him. No, don't give up, buddy. You're the people's champion. All right, guys, 2v2 Blitz finals coming up right after this. Yeah, I want to go Goings Brothers. All right, here we go, boys. Here we go. ABDO about to goose egg Berg. So these guys played in the tournament this month. Berg got goose egged, and Berg wanted a rematch. And I always like to give someone a rematch when someone's hungry, especially after a goose egg. If you get goose egged, and then you say, "Hey, I'm hungry. I want another," you're like, "Damn. All right, let's see." But ABDO's on a different level. Did someone say ABDO beat Zed in Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge? Because ABDO and Drunken have been playing Blitz really, really well. But ABDO and Drunken should not be beating pro players in regular Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge. That doesn't make any sense. Coke on Berg, grab this one. Golden Knight, what are you talking about, Coke on Berg? What does Coke on Berg mean? All right, Burger, Comeback City. Comeback City. I do this thing where whenever I think there's a blowout, I start spacing out and talking about things that don't matter. And then if there's an epic comeback, I have to go back and re-record the audio because the YouTubers... You see, like, Twitch people... Twitch is so different. Twitch is the opposite of the rest of the content. Like, live streaming, we're killing time. If someone's live streaming, you can just sit around and watch them do nothing. Because it's live. Anything could happen. And I think that's the beauty of live streaming, because at any point, someone could break into my house and rob me, and you guys would all see it live on stream. Like, anything could happen. Anything could happen. That's the promise of a live stream. Whereas when you post a highlight video, you post a video on YouTube, it has to be second for second. It has to be like a 40-minute TikTok video where you can't take your eyes away. Like right now, live stream, sure. Molly's here. Molly's hanging out. I'm talking about nothing. I'm making noise. But Molly doesn't care because there's the promise of anything happening. Versus if this was a highlight video and I was bullshitting like this, you guys would click on the next video. Double AFC now for ABDO, Allied versus Soviet. Burger knows exactly what's going on here. Flak tracks and flak cannon out. GI's topside, just putzing around. All right, you guys are all from different countries. I want you guys to all tell me your word in your country that you would use for like farting around. We would say like putzing around, farting around. You wouldn't really say messing around. It means just like you're kind of just moseying around doing nothing. Oh, oil picks up a barracks as well. Pays quite a few oils. You know, late game, I think you can afford to lose a lot of oils. Early game, your oils, you kind of pick your targets a little more. Battle Lab Tech, though, for ABDO. Dirtling around? Pottering around? Pooping around? Pooping around? That's not right. You guys are messing with me. Pottering around? Dirtling? Ankleladin? It's funny because they're a different language. As if every country in the world has an English language for farting around. Mirage tanks out. Eagles are out. How you guys feeling right now? Right now, gun to your head. Who's taking the game? Taking this one home? I'm gonna turn off the chat. I feel like the action's gonna commence bottom right. I think the spy plane, like taking photos. I love the click, click, click sound. I think that's funny. Okay. Industrial plant is out. Eagles are out. Nuke. Oh, doesn't get it? You got a Sui, man. You get it down to one tick, you got to crash those planes right into it. Damn, doesn't get that nuclear reactor. That would have been big. Another big battle right in the scoreboard because these guys don't care about you. Desolator's going to push those Mirages to the moon. GGI IFVs coming out. I don't know what for, but I like it. GGI IFVs and Battle Lab out now for ABDO. ABDO busting out all the toys. I like it. Gearing up a BF. A sniper BF makes sense to counter the Desos. I'm not sure what the GGIs are in charge of, to be perfectly honest. Iron Curtain now coming for Burger. All right, Eagles coming. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. The show goes on, certainly. Both players in pretty nice positions. ABDO going broke. Keep an eye on that. Oh, that's a lot of rhinos and a nice IC. Oh, that's going to... How many times in my life have I said, oh, this is going to be a close one, and then the rhinos just blow through like a wet paper bag? Yeah, this is good. What did I just say? The show goes on? Sometimes I think these guys are messing with me. Like, hey, let's just fart around until Ivor says the show goes on, and then we'll just crush. Berg on the board, boys. Comeback City. Comeback City. Bloxing. That's how you say it in the Netherlands. Bloxing around. Okay, cool. Yeah, that reactor save was big. Nuclear reactor goes down. We'd have a very different game. All right, here we go. ABDO up now with Soviet. Berg with Allied. Berg trying to stay alive. Best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. Best of 5. This map is the best for Allies. Well, it could be what Berg needs here. Berg wins this one, brings us to match point. We're burning barns. We are burning barns, ladies and gentlemen. So strong Allied map. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I haven't really seen this map be played much. It was interesting, you know, in Kian's game, we saw him base stretch. You know, so a lot of players, like, you know, map makers, we use bumps and hills and stuff like this to prevent base walking. So you can see here through this whole middle lane, you can't build. But then you'll have a player like Kian come in here. He'll load up the game with no opponent, and he'll just start playing Tetris. And you saw in his game versus Luke, he built all the way up here from the bottom right. And that's nasty business. But a lot of players, you know, a lot of players would see this and think, okay, this is my hill. This is his hill. But for Kian to build off that bottom right power plant, build up here, it's tough. I mean, as a map maker, you know, with a player like Kian, it's tough. Like, there's a 4-cell spot right here. It's all about the 4 cells together. If he had put, you know, one little ramp here, he wouldn't have been able to do it. Yeah, but if you get those 4 cells together, players like Kian will find a way to base stretch. Especially because the oils, fun fact, oils and bunkers can be built further from other buildings. So, like, war factories can be built, I don't know, a couple cells away. Oils can be built a further one away. Bunkers as well. So oils allow you to base stretch a lot more. And look at these oils, just oils on the moon for Berg. Obviously nasty chain reaction if ABDO gets back there, but just wants to keep himself safe. Not a bad idea. All right, so ABDO, again, putting pressure on that power plant. Yeah, if you have an early power plant like that, it's always going to be a juicy target. It throws off your build so much. You know, if you're building an AFC or something, you lose the power plant. Now it's like everything's slow. You got to go now build a power plant. It really throws things off, especially these early players like this. I mean, they're building for building. They know exactly what they want to do here. As we see a 3 war factory opening from Berg, 2-minute mark, 3 war factories for Berg. You know, triple war factory for the Soviet player isn't surprising, but for the Allied player, it is a bit surprising. Obviously, you expect to see the AFC come out. Some more of those more tier 2 toys from the Allied player. Pillbox is in that zone for Berg, doing a great job, and Dogs as well. Nice use of the fodder from Berg. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to... God, they... Oh, yeah, you got to put a fence so these guys can't fight behind the scoreboard. There it is. Oof, ABDO does tear through. That was, I mean, Berg was running and gunning. I mean, we've seen it before. We saw Kian do it all day today with running Grizzlies and Dogs into Rhinos. With the right unit control, you can get it done, but it's tough. It's tough here as we see ABDO pulling ahead. Prism Tower comes out, but Berg's low power. Ah, the poor Prism Tower gets one shot and doesn't take out a tank. Oh, there's a lot of vets in that group, though. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, GG's. All right, guys, the 2v2 finals, it's happening. Let's run it. Let's run it. You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? Let's get these guys in here. Osama, Berg, Monster, Luke, Z. Go time, boys. Luke, Z, Monster. Why does Osama have 15 different names on this? All right, let's think about how we're going to do the scoreboard. Alright, it's so funny because it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I have a button. The question is, will it work? Hey, you guys got the wizard eerie. Alright. Oh, team. I have a team button. Let's push it and see what happens. Ooh. Oh, layers are changing. Hey, you guys got a hype tank. That was good. Oh, my. Hey, look at that. I think that worked. I think that actually worked. Wow. Okay. Oh. Wow. Good job, Ivor from a year ago. Ivor from a year ago, looking out for Ivor from today. That's what it's all about. Look out for your future self, boys. That's what it's all about. Crazy world, a lot of smells. Dude, Fish, that is so funny you say that. God, my girlfriend and I, we just saw that video on YouTube. It kicked up, and we laughed so hard at it. Michael, were you vomiting? Nope, just pooping. You know how I be. It smells like vomit in here. Crazy world, a lot of smells. Crazy world, a lot of smells. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Guys, we are going to make this happen. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This could have taken me like 40 minutes. It's going to take me 2 minutes. You guys are in. Luke. And Monster. Dude, these two teams, these guys are killers, man. These guys are killers. Osama and Berg? Oh, I hope we have a lag-free game, man. I really hope this works out. 2v2 is so tough. People are like, why does it lag so much? I'm like, it's an abandoned 20-year-old game that literally runs on the blood, sweat, and tears of volunteers. That's how it works. We have a big engine that runs, that connects all the players, and there's just all these volunteers that just have to harvest their tears and pour it in to make it work. All right, here we go. We got the players in here. Berg, Monster, Osama. Who we missing? Luke Z, where you at? Wait, is Luke on? Does anyone know if Luke's on here? Does anyone know if Luke's here? Oh, maybe I got you guys excited for nothing. No, stay hopeful. Stay hopeful. Don't leave. Look, Red Alert 2 wrap. You guys want to see it again? I just keep making you guys watch this. I don't know. I just can't. I just think it's really cool that we live in a world where I say, hey, AI, make me a rap song for my favorite Red Alert, my favorite computer game, and it does this.
Man, out the kind y'all building tanks on the road. Chrono Legionnaire, put time on hold. You'll reach mind control. Better watch your back. Spot in your face, you know it's a trap. Prism towers, laser beams through the night. Tesla coils spark, zap them on sight. IVs load up, mix and match gear. Rhino tanks crush, see the path clear. Red alert on the battlefield. Strategies unfold. Gotta see it clear, every unit, every stronghold.
Every unit, every stronghold. I'm gonna start calling Conyards strongholds. Okay, we're gonna call Luke C. We have Luke C's number in real life. We're gonna call him. Can you guys hear it ringing? Can you guys hear this? No! We don't have Luke Z? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. No. No. Monster says BRB, BRB. Well, you can BRB as long as you want because we're missing a player. Oh, the game is scheduled. The game is scheduled for 15 minutes from now. Dude, what are we going to possibly do for 15 minutes?
I blame Snark for that one.
Blaming Snark? Dude, I'm blaming Snark too. I can't believe Snark was streaming with Lloyd. I cannot believe that. It's just really cruel. Hatte, Kanya, Olaf. I'll take it. I'm losing steam, boys. We're losing steam. We are losing steam, boys. Fish with the 22 months of subbing. It's kind of amazing. Is that 22 months in a row? It's kind of amazing that you've remembered to do it manually 22 times in a row. Snark? Snark's here? What? Snark, have you been here this whole time while I've talked about you breaking my heart by abandoning me? Me and Snark have a perfectly lovely time. We meet up in Amsterdam. We skip around the city, living our best lives. Next thing you know, Snark's streaming with Lloyd instead of me. What a heartbreak, man. That's why you call Snark. They're like, why do you call him the Heartbreak Kid? Now you guys know. Snark the Heartbreak Kid. Snark the Heartbreak Kid. Heartbreaker. Snark's not as bad as Dynamic, though. Honestly, again, I would rather see... I mean, it hurts me to see Snark out there living his best life without me. But at least I know. It's like, okay, Snark chose Lloyd over me. Whereas Dynamic? Where did that kid go? He was playing like every day on stream for months, and then one day just gone. No answer, no reply, no note. Vanished. Kian. Oh, Jaws gifted sub to Kian. Nice. 50 Shades of Tanya and Yuri release date. Any of you guys who don't know, man, we got a comic book. You guys know about the comic book? Red Alert 2 comic book. You can go to redalert2.com. You can buy your comic book. It's a free comic book. You just have to pay shipping. I can't charge money for it, obviously, because that would be illegal. Red Alert 2 War-Torn Lovers. Yuri and Tanya versus the world. It's funny because I'm always like, oh, AI is so cool. And then I made this comic book. I worked with this artist, custom made this whole comic book. Took me fucking forever. And then I published it, and everyone's like, oh, cool, is that just AI? I'm like, what? No, this isn't AI. This is blood, sweat, and tears. And I guess that's the problem with AI. People mistake your hard-worked efforts as AI garbage. Dude, it's not AI written. It's not AI artwork. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. Oh, so yeah, Dynamics in prison. Dynamics is in prison right now, and he's like, they're all watching Twitch, and they're like, and he's like, oh man, I wish I could tell Ivor what happened. That's what I tell myself. I tell myself that Dynamics really wants to apologize and reach out, but he can't. Snark, what's up, buddy? You want to come hang out? Yeah. The blood, sweat, and tears still produced with AI. Just depends. The humans produce the fluids, the AI drinks them. Oh, he's like the guy from Interstellar. That's kind of a fun version of it. Dynamics is lost in the multiverse. I like that version of reality. That's not so bad. You know, it's funny, when I made Snark's Ninja, I didn't realize how literal it was going to be. Wait, doesn't he? Oh, yeah. Because it's kind of funny, because it's like, that's Snark. This is Snark in my life. This is Snark in my life. This was the first 2 years. Look at him. Look how cool he is. Oh, this friend seems like he's reliable. Nope. Poof. Gone. Poof. Over to Lloyd's stream. Wait, Dynamics is still around? No. Who was the last person to see Dynamics? Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, oh, I forgot. In Interstellar, it's the little kid. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe every time something falls off the wall, it's Dynamics trapped in the multiverse. Trying to send me a message. Yeah, Dynamics had the coolest avatar. Snark's the best, man. Here's the thing. There's been a lot of really helpful people, a lot of helpful map makers and mods and nice people. Snark's kindness early on, that was really what I needed. That's how we got here. Because early on, you need someone to be extra nice. Especially at the time I was dealing with Andy. You guys remember Andy? It takes a lot of energy, and you start getting beaten down. And then you gotta have someone like Snark come along and say, hey buddy, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna teach you how to use Discord. And then everything's okay. And then if Snark disappears someday and goes to Lloyd's stream, you know what you do? You focus on the good times. Okay, let's actually do some detective work. Who was the last person to see Dynamics? Yeah, the ore purifier works as an industrial plant in Blitz. Path, the man himself, Path the madman. Who saw the highlight? The Path game, my latest YouTube video. The latest YouTube video. Path the madman. Me and Doof in the booth. Dude, that was such a fun day. If you guys missed that one, my latest YouTube video, so much fun. That was one of the wackiest games I've ever seen. I won't spoil it for you, but there is a V3 rocket involved. Go check it out. It's the latest video. Go to YouTube. It'll be right there. Yeah, Snark wants in now. Yeah, it's really the secret. If someone ever abandons you, just talk about them breaking your heart long enough, and eventually they'll come out of the woodworks. Or at least it worked for Snark. It hasn't worked for Dynamics. I've been talking about Dynamics breaking my heart for a year. Still hasn't come out. I mean, here's the thing. I know Dynamics is around. I know he's around. I know he's not in jail. And I know he hasn't, well, let's be real. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's funny, like, video game people. Like, Dynamics is a human being. But in my head, he's, like, kind of this, like, robot dinosaur who plays Red Alert 2 because I don't know him as a human. I only know him as a digital entity. And I do forget that outside of, you know, in the real life, you know, people can die. Dynamics could be dead. I don't know. But I feel like that can't happen because I feel like he's actually a video game character. And in my life, he's like an NPC that, like, glitched. And he's just, like, lost somewhere in the Red Alert 2 universe. And someday we'll find him. Someday we're going to have an interview with Dynamics. And he's going to tell us what happened. Jaws with a ton of gifted sub. Thanks, buddy. Money in, money out, boys. You guys know how it goes. All the money that comes in goes back into the stream, helps me create more content. It's funny when I tell people about what I'm doing. You know, it's actually kind of cool. Like, people, like, around people in their 30s, guys in their 30s, like, if you say, like, Command & Conquer, Red Alert 2, most people know the game. Like, a lot of people had some relationship to this game. So I'm like, yeah, I have this YouTube channel I'm trying to resurrect, Red Alert 2. I'm trying to get it hyped, trying to get more players, trying to get it to the moon, trying to take over the world. And people are like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. You know, we get like quite a bit of money kind of comes in from donations and streams. People are like, oh, so you make money? I'm like, oh, no. I lose money. I lose money. It's like funny. It's like, I got this big project. Yeah, I pour a ton of hours into it. Oh, cool. You make a little bit of money? No. My favorite Office clip, it's a deleted scene. You guys seen this Office clip? Let's see if I can pull this up. It's when Michael Scott is talking about his salad dressing brand, and he's like, I could make money if I use the store-bought oils, but I won't do it. So he's like, yeah, I sell my salad dressing for a loss at the farmer's market. I sell my salad dressing for a loss. That's what I do. I give my time for a loss on YouTube. Michael Scott. Anyone else can't spell the word Michael? It's crazy. Cannot spell the word Michael. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Whatever you do, do it for life.
You guys, the 2v2 finals are coming. We're just missing a player. It's going to be a couple minutes. 2v2 finals are coming. This is
At
more
Harbor
important.
Freight.
Anyway.
The charity is having some financial. The charity is having some financial problems. The charity is having some financial problems. What do I look like to you? Paul Newman? That's actually not a good example because I have been compared to a young Paul Newman. My eyes and my face.
Is this it?
And I make my own salad dressing. I mix Newman's Ranch with Newman's Italian. Sell it at flea markets for a slight loss. I could make a profit if I changed one of the ingredients to wishbone, but I won't do it.
I forgot how that went. He's mixing Newman's Italian with Newman's Ranch dressing. I sell it for a slight loss at the farmers at the flea market, dude. Oh my god, man, the office is rich. Okay, it's happening. No one leave. This game's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Oh yeah, Loka. What happened to Loka? Loka disappeared as well. Wait, what's All Worlds? Wait, is it an online thing? All Worlds? I make my own salad dressing. I mix Newman's Ranch with Newman's Italian. Sell it for a slight loss at the flea market. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Luke's online. Luke's online. Luke's coming. Luke's here. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. Luke and Monster. Oh my gosh. It's happening. It's happening. Wait, what's the map? I don't know the maps. After all this, they're here and I don't know what to do. Okay. No one freak out. No one freak out. Wait, what? Why is everyone light blue at the same time? No, you're regular blue, dummy. Oh, yeah. Kevin's famous chili. Dude, The Office is so good. You know, I forget, though. I don't think The Office is very universal, right? Like, you guys that are not in America, which is like 90% of the viewers here, you guys don't watch The Office, am I right? Marco, in Finland, do people watch The Office? Marco's the wrong person to ask, though. Marco didn't even know that Finland's national game of baseball is not real baseball. In Finland, they play a game called Paskipala. Is that right, Marco? And it's like fake baseball. He didn't even know. So Marco's the wrong one to ask. Yeah, people don't watch The Office outside of America. I forget about that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What are they rolling for right now? Oh, they picked the sides, maybe? Dude, man, I feel like we're gonna lag. I feel like we're definitely gonna lag. See what programs I can close. Because I'm streaming on YouTube. Streaming on YouTube and Twitch, seems unlikely that this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. It's funny, the last time the YouTubers accused me of they accused me of like it was a trick, like I was lying about the lag to try to get them to come to Twitch, which I thought was so funny because, like, why would I care if you're on Twitch or YouTube? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, there's a Finnish version of The Office. No way. Is there really? Is there really? Is there a Finnish version of The Office? There's a Finnish version of baseball. It's called Paskipala. You guys should check it out. Whitechapel, you started watching me and Snark? Dude, the good old days. Dude, me and Snark used to go 120%. It'd be like D5, and me and Snark would be, like, going so hard. Uh-oh, Luke not loading? Luke not loading? Uh-oh. Yeah, the OG version, of course, is UK. All right. You know what? Honestly, I like to get the first no load out of the way. I think it's a good way to start the day. Oh, I forgot tonight. I'm going to a Noah Khan concert. You guys know Noah Khan? Uh-oh, this didn't work. What am I doing right now? You guys know Noah Khan? Dude, I am so excited. I'm a big Noah Khan fan. I just opened my task manager and used it to end the task of task manager. In case anyone's curious about what I'm doing. Big concert guy. Fan of football, soccer? Not really, no. I wish I liked soccer, aka football. But I ultimately do not know soccer at all. The fuck we got going on here, boys? Okay. All right, here we go, boys. Cross your fingers. Paul Revere, dude. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, well, you know, he's one of those guys where he has like you know, drunk dial with Post Malone, which is just like so poppy and so trendy and so like TikTok-y, you know. But then he's been like pumping out, like he's been making such good music for years, and like his deep tracks, like his older albums, they're really dark. Obviously, they're all about mental health stuff. But anyway, good music. Okay, here we go. We're off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Red Alert 2 World Series Blitz World Cup 2v2 Finals. I can't believe we're pulling this off. Are we really doing this? Is this going to work? 4 players from all around the world, the best of the best, going at it in a 2v2 best-of-5 show match. There's a lot of moving pieces here, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to say if it's going to work, but we're going to try our stinking hardest. Look at this. Minimap. Minimap is now bigger. So on the right side here, we got Luke the Jedi, number 2 Blitz player in the world, teamed up with Monster, a.k.a. Steve. I always get a kick out of that. His name's Steve. We call him Monster. I'm not calling him. You know what? Here's the thing. If someone's name's Steve and they say, call me Monster, what you say is, understood, Steven. You call him Steven. You don't call him Monster. Steves don't get to rename themselves Monster. Steven, bottom right. They are facing off against Osama in red. Type red or yellow in the chat. Yellow represents the right side of the... Or wait. Yellow is the blue guys. Red is the red guys. Yellow is the blue guys. Type red or yellow in the chat. I don't know. Who knows? Osama, the lag dragon in red, bottom left, teamed up with Berg, Captain Berg in orange, top left. So what do we got? A 4-Soviet game here? We have a 4-Soviet game. These guys can pick their own factions. A map made by the talented map maker, Polye, the man himself. Oh, I got the chat taken off. No one knows that anyone's chatting. Everyone thinks I'm talking to myself. The chat's back on. Chat's back on. I have to have the chat on the screen as proof that people are talking, so it doesn't look like I'm talking to myself like a weirdo. So we have a high-low game right now. There is a few different maps in this pool. Yeah, it used to be this thing where it like took me and Snark like a month to make one map, and then all of a sudden Polye got some kind of cheat code or something. Maybe Polye's using AI, I don't know, but Polye is just pumping out maps these days. We have a few different 2v2 maps in this this tournament, so we'll play each map twice. It is only best of 5, so not much room to learn here. Expect a little bit of lag. People connected from all around the world, basically with shoestrings. People say, oh, Red Alert 2 is not an official supported game anymore. Westwood's dead. EA doesn't care about it. How do you guys play online? I say shoestrings. We have a bunch of mods all around the world. They hold up shoestrings and cups. Shoestrings and cups is how we play Red Alert 2. It works somehow, some way. Billion conscripts. Oh, Deso to the front lines. Scorched Earth. Oh, he gets gunned down. Oh, that conscript. Sick. Keep an eye on that guy. Let's name him. Let's name that conscript. Anyone got a name for that conscript? He's elite. He just killed a desolator. If a conscript kills a desolator, they should retire. They should get airlifted out. Desos, conscripts, rhinos, high-low action. Pretty even here. Both sides. Conscripts pushing through. Oh, and the Psychic Dominator. Steven gets down and grabs the Psychic Dominator. 18% of you voting on yellow. I'd imagine some of you guys probably type blue. Okay. Hey, you know what? This is how it starts. This is how a good song starts. You just start with a little bass. Bum 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 bum. And then the punch comes. Then we hit a little hook, get a little melody going in the mid game here. Osama getting a little bit of ground here on Steven, but Steven has the tanks for it and Desolator into the fight now. Steven bringing his conscripts back. All right, I'm going to start calling Steven Monster because people are going to forget, and it's not on the scoreboard. But just know that I'm calling him Monster reluctantly, and I'd officially prefer to call him Steven. Luke, some tanks downfield looking for action. Look at these guys all turtled up. Boo. Bunkers? No bunkers. We're getting rid of bunkers. Oh. 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 And look at that. Luke, Z, and Monster. Nice little synergy here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Berg. Berg. Okay, Berg through. Oh, MCV goes down. Berg loses his MCV. Berg's army's down here. And we have like a diagonal base trade. So Berg takes Monster's MCV. Monster, or was that Luke took Berg's MCV? So we have the bottom left, top right each have their MCVs, and something is happening. It would be difficult to say what, as we have multiple colors here descending in the bottom position. Monster has plenty of his tanks now to hold this position though, and is going to come out of it with a few war factories, but no barracks. So no barracks for Monster here, which is a bit precarious, as we have Luke Z over to drones. Sorry, those aren't Luke Z's drones. Oh, some are Luke Z's drones. Dude, 2v2, it's just absolute nonsense. And the worst part about 2v2 is you really need like multiple commentators to help, but then the lag gets even worse. So even if Snark wasn't avoiding us and breaking our heart, if he was in here, it'd be tough because, you know, then the connections really only get worse as you have to run another shoestring and a cup to another continent. Okay, drones. Ooh, countering those drones nicely here. So Osama up, so we have, again, Osama and Luke Z in the corners. Luke Z over to Battle Lab Tech. So now, once two players lose their MCVs, that's where it gets interesting, because as you start taking out their production, like, for example, Monster does not have a barrack, so he's not producing infantry. Psychic Dominator coming, though, for Monster. Psychic Dominator for Monster. That's pretty curious. Siege Choppers now coming for Luke Z. Late game siege choppers in SVS can be really interesting. SVS games, obviously there's not much air in a lot of situations, so the siege choppers just pour out. They build so fast. So he's trying to support his Kurovs with the siege choppers. Big Deso hit. That's going to crash Osama's computer almost surely. Trying to send an engineer down and take that Dominator, not going to work. The Kurov cracks through on the back of the siege choppers. Now siege choppers clearing out the Desolators. So that Kurov's going to do some work. Berg still has another war factory, and Berg has a war factory in Osama's base as well here. And just like that, boys in blue taking it home. Well played. Siege choppers dropping the hammer. Psychic Dominator doesn't even get a blow. The looming threat of the Psychic Dominator getting the job done. Point number 1 going to Monster and Luxie. Snark. Okay, now we switch sides. What am I doing? Monster needs to go to... I don't think the ping is going to be getting any better. No. It's hard. Four players with a streamer. Tough. I mean, the problem is too, if most players are Europe and Middle East, and then it's not so bad. A lot of times there's big show match. A lot of games are just Europe and Middle East. It's hard when you get me and Berg. Berg. Oh, this is actually interesting. There's a lot of U.S. players in here. It's actually, this is weird. We're all U.S. except Osama. Okay. Anyway, over to point number 2 now. So Osama and Berg here on the right side. Monster and Luke Z here on the left side. Yeah, so both these guys, it's funny, we had a big prediction contest in the Discord. If you guys missed out on it, it's kind of fun when we do these 2v2s. You can try to guess the bracket, try to win a cash prize. I think we had one bracket make it through, but these two were the favorites for quite a few people. Pretty strong teams, but we had some really strong players in the 2v2 this month. Yeah, Snark, the reason I have to be extra mean is because earlier I was like, yeah, me and Snark used to be good buddies. He didn't abandon me. He's just really busy these days, so he's not really around. And then someone was like, dude, he was literally streaming with Lloyd earlier. So then I had to cover my tracks, and now I have to try to act like I don't like you to try to make up for it. So now I have to be like, yeah, I don't even like want Snark to stream with me, so I don't even care. It's just a way for me to hide my feelings. All right, Conscripts and Rhinos out for Soviet game. Now, we are switching over to another map for point number 3, so maybe we'll get some Allied in the mix. You would think, I don't know, you'd think that we'd get some Allied in here, maybe mix and match. Berg, definitely an Allied player. Luke Z, an Allied player. But hey, Rhinos and Connie's OP. What do you guys think? Do we slow down the Conscript build speed? When I first started seeing the Conscript bundles, I was like, oh yeah, Conscript's way cooler than Dogs, because the Dogs don't make sense. A lot of people come back to this game, they're like, oh, this game's pretty cool, I'd like to play. And then you see that running dogs with your tanks is the meta. And then you go play Fortnite. I think, I thought conscripts were cool right away. Like, oh, infantry and tanks, that makes sense. I don't know, the conscripts, I think maybe we turn down the conscript build speed. I think maybe. Yeah, exactly, Fish. Exactly like that. Another hype tank. Man, that's the 3rd hype tank of the day. What a day to be alive. War Factory in the back of your teammate's base. Pro move. That way, no matter what happens, you're still pumping. Can you get the maps in the Discord? Turn up. Oh, Fish is saying turn up the conscript build speed. Okay. Turn up, turn down. We got a couple options on the table. Yeah, true. If the conscripts go away. Conscripts are fun. I think the conscripts are fun. And they're kind of funny because the conscripts come out. It's like each time it's like, you know, it's funny. I saw a YouTube comment the other day. It was like, even though it was allied versus allied, we saw a lot of Ooga Booga tech, which is kind of funny, like Ooga Booga for tier 1 tech. That's what I'm going to start calling it. Conscripts are kind of Ooga Booga, and then as soon as the Desolators come out, it's done. Oh my god. As soon as the Psychic Dominator got captured, someone triggered the Unicorn. That was perfect timing. Blue just got the Unicorn Vomit and the Dominator. Is it going to be enough? We shall see. Little engagement here. Bottom side looks like the top side. So 2v2 is so, it's kind of hard. I really wish you could kind of cut together all the players' POVs, because it's so fun to be like, okay, these two guys are fighting. And then it's like, if red comes down to double team, then there's this looming threat. Does Luke come down to double team as well, or does Luke go right into red's base? Looks like Berg is getting pushed back here from Monster. Monster and Luke looking tough, man. Anyone have their scores? Who did Monster and Luke beat to get here, and what are the scores? I would be curious to know. If anyone's on the Discord in the results tab and curious. Psychic Dominator, though, coming for Monster and Luke. That's going to be tough. Oh, and Osama tries to make a death run with that Engineer. Doesn't get through. Iron Curtain's out. Couple Iron Curtains. Oh, Tech. Osama and Berg are over to Tech first. They both have their ICs out. Psychic Dominator is going to be a little bit annoying, but they're going to have their ICs first, see what they can get done. Luke now splitting the field, sending some tanks top side, some tanks bottom side. Oh, Ed versus Searing's put up 3-2. You guys put up 3-1. Okay, so it was close. Yeah, they were all good teams this month. They're all good teams. I wish 2v2 was a little easier to schedule and stream. It's too bad. It's just a lot of work for a lot of players. Kirov coming now for Osama. As we see Berg and Monster still just kind of banging blow for blow. Bottom side. Iron Curtain now out for Luke. But let's see. The right side of the map is going to get their first Iron Curtain punch coming here shortly. Let's see what they do with it. Let's see what they do with it. This is kind of a big map for a lot of Blitz. Oh, and Berg eats a lot of drones on that bottom side. Berg has Desos to protect his backside. Osama cleans up Luke's split. Damn, okay, that was pretty nice. Oh, uh-oh. Osama pulled back too early. But Osama says, hey, Berg, I'm supposed to be protecting your backside. I can't give you my army, but how about a Tesla coil? Berg says, hey, Osama, can you protect me? Osama says, best I can do is a Tesla coil. He did lose the MCV there, but now Berg into the belly of the beast on the left side. There's walls up to protect that MCV. Not going to help. So bottom side trading MCVs. Top side, chaos unfolds. Hard to really say what. Kirov's exchanging high fives on the top side. Oh, and Monster continues to clean up. Berg loses quite a bit there. Oh, that's Berg's last War Factory. Okay. Osama now driving through. Osama gonna take a nuclear reactor. Kirov coming on the top side as well. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Berg saved his War Factory bottom right. Berg also has a War Factory top right in Osama's base. Looking great for red here, right? Gotta be looking really good for red and orange. Yeah, cleaning up. Psychic Dominator comes. Psychic Dominator, I think, whiffed, maybe? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Then Luke no longer producing. Monster down to, okay, very, very nice. And that was good. That was good teamwork there. Ultimately, you saw Osama and Berg able to control the tempo of that game, get their ICs out. Final push here from Luke. Again, he's not producing. So this is and he's low power. Oh, Luke goes low power without any. Oh, that's devastating. Look at Luke's IC timer down to 16 seconds, but doesn't get to use it. They force shield and IC their way out of that. Luke goes down swinging, but not going to matter. That's going to be GG's. And just like that, boys, it's 1-1. It's knotted up here in the 2v2 finals.
Are you not entertained?
1-1. Let's go.
You're a wizard, Harry.
And we trigger the Harry Potter Yuri. Wow. Okay. All right. So, All right, all right. Now map over to Kanya. Well, that's not right, is it? How we doing in the chat, boys? How we doing? We staying alive in here? We staying alive? Random occurrence with the follow. Dude, Twitch names are funny. I feel like YouTube names aren't funny. It's like Frank1357 says, I like the video. Whereas Twitch is always like random occurrence with the follow. Random occurrence. I like that. The intermediate 2v2. I wish I could stream it. I'm not around this weekend. Okay, here we go. One, boys. 1-1. Oh, Osama. Osama the leg dragon. Come on, buddy. Come on, Osama. Dracarys. Here's the question. What do you do if you named your daughter, like, in Season 3 of Game of Thrones? Like, the first season, you name your daughter Dracarys. Or, not Dracarys. Daenerys. And then what? Like, you find out she's crazy and evil. Then, like, all of a sudden you have a 1-year-old kid with the name Daenerys. What do you do? I don't know. All right, let's give it another shot. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Okay.
Tech building captured.
Doing it? Here we go. Oh, this one's nice close quarter combat. Still a 4 Soviet game here. Again, these guys picking their factions. Another map by the talented Polye. Polye for president. That's what I say, man. Polye for president. Presumably there's a crate in the middle of this map. Maybe some V3 rockets. We got some Easter eggs coming out. Stay tuned for those. Luke and Monster, bottom side. Osama and Berg, top side. Should be a little bit easier to follow the action here on this map. A little bit smaller. We'll see what we can do here. Both players almost identical builds here. Wow, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the crate does. Polya, are you in here? Is there a crate that hits right here? What's the crate do? Anyone know? Who knows? Drunken's in here. Drunken knows everything. Drunken, tell us. All right, so it is 1-1. Now, what we've seen so far, and it's kind of what we expect, if they run and gun, Luke and Monster come out ahead. Now, if you guys who don't know, Monster, a.k.a. Steven, is a traditional Red Alert 2 player who's been around forever. So I think in the more the game is like regular Red Alert 2, tanks in the open field, tank control, that's where Monster's going to have an advantage. Luke, of course, is one of the best Blitz players in the world, so a deadly combo. But Berg and Osama, they're strong players, and you call him Captain Berg for a reason. He's a tactician. I think in that last game, that early tech switch, they got that IC advantage. We're able to leverage that. So I'd like to see how Osama and Berg can do that on this map as well. It's smaller. Again, you got to think Berg would like to play Allied, but someone's saying this is a pretty Soviet map, and I think that makes sense. It's pretty tough to run Grizzlies into Rhinos in a 2v2 situation on a small map like this. Okay, oh, nice little engagement here. Berg defending nicely. Dogs out for Berg, that forward barracks. He's got the money to pump dogs here and a nice sentry gun as well. So both players just battling with their neighbors at the moment. Oh, conscripts get around, and that's nice. What did I just say? Berg, the tactician, and that is absolutely wonderful value. If a batch of conscripts can wound a power plant, it's good value. Taking out a war factory early game, especially in an SVS battle, they're going to get an oil too. They're going to get an oil as well. Especially in an SVS battle, when you're going tank for tank, dog for dog, a war factory hit like that early game can be exactly what you need to get a little leg up. Oog 47 with the sub. Oog 47, appreciate it, buddy. You're the best of the best, man. Look at all these bunkers from Luke Z. Noob. Here's the thing. I got some updates for Blitz. No more bunkers. No more sentry guns. No more pillboxes. No more prism towers. Run and gun. Close quarter combat. Death by combat. Learn to fly on the fall. Learn to be forged in the flames. All right, little engagement here. Berg doing a good job keeping his tanks in a bundle. Monster getting a little bit strung out. Again, you'd expect, see this SVS, Rhino versus Rhino, Monster versus Berg in the open field here. Monster should be able to handle that, but again, it's not just, he doesn't have even tanks, right? That War Factory hit is affecting him. V3 rockets, something just happened. Easter eggs, where are they? Oh, V3 rockets just came out. All the players now have V3 rockets. I absolutely adore that. V3 rockets in the corridors. V3 rockets in the corridors. I know that's what the people want. Backside, something probably more interesting is happening, but I missed it, unfortunately. Oh, those 3 conscripts. Oh, and that conscript goes elite. Sick. Berg gearing up a pretty nasty punch here. He's got some desos in there. He broken arrows himself, takes out his own conscripts to try to wound those tanks. Hard to say that's going to be good value. IC's out now for blue and orange, so top and bottom each have 1 IC. Kirov coming from Luke from the bottom right. And look at this. All of the tanks have gathered. The storm is brewing. Oh my god, my computer can't handle this. We are lagging, boys. We are lagging. Fight through the lag. So Desolators to take these. Why aren't these Desolators deploying? Oh, that Desolator deployed way too late. Flak Track's going to get cleaned out. Let's see if he can support this Kirov and get some value out of it. Does not. Yeah, and if these Desos start deploying, we're going to switch over to a slideshow. Red Alert 2 Slideshow Wars is the FPS we're going to be running at. Fighting through it though, boys.
Kirov reporting.
Kirov's ICs, now a 3 IC game, so 2 ICs on the bottom, 1 IC on the top. Oof, oof, oof. Kirov trying to punch through. Don't think it's going to get anything done. It's going to pick up an oil. Pick up an oil? Ooh, doesn't even pick up an oil. Doesn't even pick up an oil. Deso's, so the, oh, Deso's nice here from Monster. Oh, I thought he was going to try to zone Berg out. Maybe just try to slip through that backside. And look at Berg here, just throwing Teslas and sentries on the backside in a 2v2. That's a great idea. It's hard to try to keep an eye everywhere at once. So if you can throw your static defenses in the corners, buy yourself some time. Was that an IC batch of drones? IC drones, but then an IC from Monster to evict the drones. Berg with plenty of tanks here and a very nice force shield. Now, a lot of times you'll see the pro players kind of try to build like this, get their IC, their battle lab, and their MCV all together so that the force shield can hit them all. Of course, that force shield does put you low power, but a very, very nice force shield from Berg nonetheless. And Monster, Monster, Teal here throwing most of his army and not getting much out of it. Desolators making Osama's PC steam here. Big offensive IC from Osama here in red. Now through the gates. See what value he can get as Osama descends on the right side. We do have a split on the top right. It looks like Osama countering that. So into the belly of the beast, standing and gunning. The force shield comes out, and Osama does get stuffed, but... And wow, okay, and Berg on the backside. So Osama's attack gets fairly handled, but Berg on the backside gets a nuclear reactor. MCV now naked, doesn't get it, tries to switch over, but that nuclear reactor damage took him out. So now it looks like Red and Osama. Oh, and Osama has a Kirov crack through. I love that. Just using Chaos as a ladder for the Kirov. Just kind of throwing a big crazy attack like that. Oh, and that oil takes out a war factory and a bunker, throws some tanks for it, but definitely worth it. Berg continuing to stand and gun on this left side. Yeah, and the red team here topside definitely up. I mean, look at this, just untouched, absolute a absolute empire. A battle empire on the top side. Bottom side, pretty ravaged. They're still in the fight. They still got some juice to give, but red and orange now coming together. Another offensive IC here from Berg. Through the gates, into the belly of the beast. Targets the battle lab first to cancel out the force shield. Pro move. MCV going down. Osama in as well, making noise. Berg and Osama picking one up. Man, after that first game, I really thought Luke and Monster were the favorites here. Osama and Berg looking tough. So now Luke and Monster going top side. All right, now we run this map. We'll switch positions, run this map again. And then, and yeah, if Luke and Monster are fighting to stay alive here, 2v2 finals. I wonder if like an East Coast server would be better. What's the East Coast server again? Isn't there a I thought there's like a, is there like a Florida one? Isn't there an East Coast one? New York? Where did these servers come from, I wonder? Oh, the New York Mangoes server? Wow. New York Mangoes. Oh my God, look at these pings. New York, who runs the new, so each of these servers, someone's like hosting them. They cost like money. Like, who is the guy behind the New York Mango server? What? Defunct? No way. New York Mangoes, dude? We're about to run lightning fast. We're off to the flipping races, man.
Tech building captured.
Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Let's watch the dogs. Okay, watch the oil pump. How's the oil pump look? We need a lag flag. Every map should have a flag in the corner. Dude, these dogs are skipping like gazelles. All right, who runs the New York Mango server? Who are you? The people's champ. All right, let's run the whole series back. What do you guys think? Who knew? New York Mangoes. I had no idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we're committed now, unfortunately. Maybe New York Mangoes. Maybe I spoke too soon. All right, everyone cross your fingers. Hold your breath. All right, and here we go, the 4 Soviet game. What do you guys think? In 2v2, should we be forcing factions? I thought in 2v2, Allied and Soviet was pretty even. I guess it obviously depends on the map. Maybe we should force a faction. Maybe each time one player. What do you guys think? In 2v2 at the pro level, should one person have to play Allied? Maybe. Maybe. Dude, whoever made the Mango server has just been sitting around watching me for years, waiting for me to use his server. And right now, he is psyched. He's like, honey, they're using the New York Mango server. I saved the 2v2 tournament. Damn, Monster. Hungry. Hungry. Monster feasting, dude. What, picks up a power plant, picks up a barracks? Dude, Berg just got kicked in the nuts, man. Barracks and a power plant early like that. Again, SVS, it matters. It matters. Okay, concept. Wow, okay, Monster continuing to push here. Standing and gunning on this right side. Sentry advantage for Osama. I think Luke's going to need to pull out of that position. So Osama holding Luke at bay. Oh, dude, Monster is scrappy. scrappy value right now. I mean, barracks, oil, power plant, that's tough early game. That's going to put Berg behind. Even if Monster just pulled back right now, you got to think that Monster's going to be cruising into a mid game with a nice advantage. Osama now switching over to the right side. Switching over to the right side to try to help Berg defend. This is interesting. I'm surprised Luke Z. I guess Osama felt like he had static defenses to defend. And you see Osama, he's trying to edge over and try to double team Monster. Monster escapes out that back route. Very nice little dangle here. So you see, trying to, he messes. He's like, I'm going this way, I'm going this way. Psych. Still continuing to engage now. Berg out tanking with fodder advantage as well. That was pretty heads up from Osama, I think, to kind of bunker and sentry off this corridor, and then try to edge over and try to give Berg some room. Berg was getting beat up early game like that, and things go from bad to worse as you start getting the bricks stacked on your head. Treading water early game like that's tough. The V3s are out, boys. V3s are out. That's what the people want. That's what the people want. I would say at any given time, 30% of the viewers of this stream are just here for the V3 rockets, and I'm one of them. Everyone converging on the right side, and thanks to the New York Mango server, we are running fast, lightning fast. Love that. Love that. What do we know, boys? Battle Lab's out. Battle Lab's out for Luke Z. So Luke Z going to be ahead on the tech race here. Berg trying to head downfield, trying to find trying to pick some offense out of the couch cushions here. Don't think he's going to find it again, though. Some of those early hits. Berger's got 4K in the bank. He's got 4 war factories, but 6 war factories for Osama. So you see where Berg really should be at in this game. 4 war factories for Teal. Oh, V3 Rocket doing work on the left side. Love to see that. V3 Rocket taking out a bunker. And everyone gunning here. Everyone gunning. Berg's tanks. Dude, this server is so fast. It looks like the game is running it looks like the game's running too fast. It's too fast. My biggest problem with the Mango server, it's too fast. I'd like to see someone target that oil and just splash the shit out of all those rhinos, but it's really not worth it. If you switch over to an oil like that and all your tanks switch over, it can really take some hits. Dude, wow. Chaos unfolding here. Red and orange coming out on top. Berger gonna be the final man standing here. He got his legs cut off early. Oh no, both blue and teal pull out quite a bit there, so it's Osama who loses basically everything in that fight. Osama sends a suicide mission. 3 rhinos downfield. Nope, changes his mind, brings him back. Osama's V3 rockets doing work, if anyone's taking notes. Oof. Berg clawing his way back into this one. Got himself positioned again. He's got 6 wars. He's in it. He's in it. Osama now. Osama out tanked on the left side. Osama's V3 rocket, though, which I find to be both adorable and entertaining, is not going to do anything because there's a flat cannon. The Desolators now for Monster. All right, the Mango server can handle the tank battles. Can it handle the Desolators? Dude, didn't skip a frame. Deso's on both sides. I see from blue, I see his teammates' tanks to defend and absolutely stuffs that attack from Berg. Apox up front, V3's behind. Spoken like a true YouTuber, man. Hey, I'd love to see it. Don't get me wrong. I love Apox and V3s. At the top level, it's like asking Magnus Carlsen to use the bong smoke. Or what's that opening called? Is it called? I think it's called the bong smoke. Luke with a lot. Dude, these tanks are moving so fast right now. Wow. Kirov out left side. More V3 rockets out if anyone cares. Monster looking for a gap. Iron curtain. So blue and teal. Top side has both the iron curtains right now. Oh no, that's not true. Okay, yeah, red just got an iron curtain out as well. So a 3 IC game here. Ooh, big Deso hit. Yeah, Luke's gonna need some radiation there. I really should just say their colors instead of their names. I think it's easier for me. Honestly, I think it's easier for you guys. Half the people here probably don't even know who Monster is. Ooh, oh, IC hits that War Factory. That's funny. Oh, big Deso hit. Nice. Red had a nice Deso hit there. Blue eats a lot of radiation, but blue still has a lot of tanks. All the action right here Berg pulling his tanks back, so orange coming back into the fight. Teal converging, blue converging. I don't know where red's going. Blue ate a lot of radiation. That's a lot of tanks, but they're all smoking. They're all about to pop. Double Kirov hit from Teal coming on the right side. Oh, he had reinforcements. He had reinforcements. Do we have a defensive IC coming? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Blue. Oh my gosh. Oh, but the nuke goes down. The war factory goes down. Red calls GG's. We're burning barns? No. It couldn't be. 2v2 World Series Pro Finals? Match point? Friday fun day? Dude, you guys are living it, man. Tell your grandkids about this one. Tell your grandkids, boys. The hype is real. Yeah, Berg got behind in the beginning of that one. They honestly, Berg and Osama did a good job trying to claw their way back into that one, but yeah, the Berg Monster had some really, really nice pressure early on in that game. Burning barns, boys. Can we do it? Can we load up? It is official, ladies and gentlemen. We are burning barns. It is match point in the finals. 2v2 pros, best in the world, going at it for the cash prize. As a reminder, RedAlert2.com is the place to be. Learn how to download and play the game. You can join the Discord, connect to the community. You can sign up for the tournaments. You can check out the YouTube where I post the highlights. You can check out Twitch where I stream live. And you can donate. You can donate. All the money that comes in the stream goes back into the stream. We do run on donations. Every month we run the tournaments. We have cash prizes. We run lots of cash prize events. Keep the people going. Keep the juice flowing. Keep slowly getting that Red Alert 2 rocket to the moon. I've been streaming a lot less lately, but other people have been streaming even more. So be sure to check out RedAlert2.com. Join the Discord to track other people, other streamers, see what other people are doing. There's a lot going on in the community. And slowly but surely, we will be getting RA to the moon. I appreciate all the support, all the donations, all the people who just hang out, liking, commenting, subscribing. All that stuff is free. Helps me as well. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys a lot, man. Slowly, someday, Red Alert 2 will take over the world, and you guys will each have been a part of it. Here we go, off to the races. It is best of 5. It is 2-2, and it all comes down to this. Blue pushing in, targets the bunker. Dude, Luke Z hungry, man. Luke Z hungry. What do we got? Bottom side in a staring contest, top side in a slugfest. You love to see it. Osama, the lag dragon, top left, paired off against Luke, the Jedi. Berg, bottom left, facing off against Monster, a.k.a. Steven. In that last game, we saw Teal overpowering Orange to get the early leg up, converted into a winning position late game. But it's been a big back and forth so far. I think so far we've seen Osama and Berg pull out a few nice tactical mid-late game maneuvers, early tech switches and things like that. But tank for tank, dog for dog, I think we have seen the blue team excel. So another kind of smaller map like this, a 4 Soviet game, players picking their own factions. I think next month I'm going to say the pros have to play 1 Allied, 1 Soviet, just to get a little spice, add a little spice to it. That's what I think. Oh my god, you guys can't see the 4th player's money? Dude, here I am thinking everything's going good. I'm being so professional. I got that stupid icon over the red player's money. Well, you can kind of see his money. Dude, D5 stream, man. D5. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, and the comic book. I made a Red Alert 2 comic book. You can find that at RedAlert2.com. I got merch as well. You want to buy a hat? Buy a hat for your favorite Red Alert 2 lover? You can do that. RedAlert2.com. We got the merch. Airport captured. What does the airport do? Who knows? Polier, what does the airport do? Iron Curtain already out now for red. I like that. Osama bunkering up and teching up, and I think that's what red should be doing here. I like that. Super early. Oh, and Berg and Osama going dreadnoughts. Berg and Osama going dreadnoughts. They're gonna go dreadnoughts. So okay. So blue is teched up as well. We have simultaneous Iron Curtains, but they're gonna go at these. Oh, the dreadnought gets out. The Dreadnought's going to go to work. Okay, now the blue team needs to try to catch up. The one Dreadnought came out. It's going at the oils. Let's see what he can get done. There are some flak tracks. Top side, we have a Kirov going in. There are flak troopers shooting at the Kirov. Never the move. Flak tracks in as well. That Kirov gets nothing done. The Dreadnought's causing a lot of issues here, trying to use a Desolator to counter it, which can work well. But that Dreadnought, what did that Dreadnought just get? A 2-3 pack? 2-pack? Got a couple of oils at least. We now have a 4 Iron Curtain game. You guys can see all the Iron Curtains. There 4 Iron Curtains are out, and we have a naval battle. I didn't see this one coming. I haven't seen this map much. And the Dreadnoughts, now the Squids are out. And now Teal repaying the favor with their own Dreadnought and their Squid to counter. Berg's now out of the water. So each side has 1 naval yard out. The ground battle taking the back seat here as some more hectic things happen. Dreadnoughts are out, but they didn't quite get much done with those. I love that idea. You saw Osama and Berg had that plan, double Dreadnought, didn't get much out of it. And honestly, it might have just given Monster a good idea, because now Monster's over to Dreadnoughts, and Teal now controlling the water with those Squids, and he's going to cause some issues with his own Dreadnoughts as he goes topside. Osama's got 2 flak troopers, and okay, Osama's got his own Squids, so pretty much squidded out in the water here. Bottom side, big offensive Iron Curtain for Berg, has Teal on the run. Oh, and a genetic mutator. Oh, it's a brute paradrop. Who knew? Who knew? Blue into the belly of the beast on the left side. Chaos ensuing. Hard to say. The brute paradrop on the right side. The airport in the middle of the map gives a brute paradrop. It gets the Iron Curtain. Another Iron Curtain goes down. So blue team losing both of their Iron Curtains. Red losing their Iron Curtain. 1 Iron Curtain left here for Orange. A nuclear missile on the field for Red, still standing. And as the dust settles, it would be hard to know what the fuck is going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. But the brute paradrop, we lived to see it. I didn't get to see the brutes with their actual holding their little parachutes. That would have made me happy. But the brute paradrop on the backside, some wacky maneuvers here in the finals, and that's what we live for here at the Red Alert 2 World Series. 3 naval yards, all go AFK because there are Squids looming in the water. Squids looming. Ground battle now commencing on the bottom side. A ton of drones here for Luke Z. What, 4 MCV games still. Nuke. Okay, so only Osama has tech. Osama has a nuke and an Iron Curtain. Oh no, and Orange. We got a hype tank, another hype tank. Oh my god, what a day to be alive. Those brutes still chipping away. Maybe that was another brute paradrop. Dives on an oil, and then now you can see Orange pretty much droned out, but he's got nice testicles to protect his retreat here. And again, so you're seeing Osama and Berg. That is such green radiation. Big shout out to the New York Mango server. I don't know who runs it. I've never heard of it. Whoever you are, we are running lag-free 2v2 thanks to the Mango server. All right, nuke coming, Iron Curtain coming. Blue just got their Iron Curtain in the game, but the red team here, red and orange with double ICs and a nuke coming. I think you see the blue and teal here. They feel the pressure. They want to get downfield, make something happen. I would like to see red and orange get over to drones. Get over to drones and just slow things down. You have a massive advantage on the super weapons. Force shield comes to save the super weapons. Nuke. Well, I missed the nuke. Where'd it go? Oh, nice nuke hit. Nice nuke hit. But a pretty spread out base for blue. Didn't take too much damage, honestly. I feel like he probably got a 2-pack on the battle labs, but maybe he thought a force shield would come. There are some tricks. The pro players can tell where the nukes are coming. You can kind of hear the siren louder or something. There's kind of a trick to it. So sometimes if you go out a battle lab, a lot of players will force shield it. But I was still the nuke I think should have gone right here. You gotta think. I'm actually still a little bit confused. The Dreadnoughts are back in it. I thought we squidded out in the water. If anyone knows what's going on, shoot me a DM. It would be hard to call it at this point. Dreadnoughts punching through right now, and Dreadnought spam from Berg, just absolutely wrecking Teal's bottom expansion here. Wow, Kirov topside, a couple flak tracks AFK. Red and orange, things looking nice here. Force shield to save that MCV, but there's another wave coming now from Berg, the 1-2 punch. But teal and blue converging, they will be able to hold this position. Berg needs to be careful. He doesn't want to throw his whole army here. But Berg's Dreadnought's still looking pretty nasty. It's still a 4 MCV game, boys. The fat lady has not sung yet, but red and orange are up on super weapons. It's a 3 Iron Curtain game and a 1 nuke game at the moment, and red and orange Dreadnoughts could be causing a lot of issues here. And I think, you know, Berg and Osama, again, we talked about them winning between games, you know, doing the work between games in the war room. on the whiteboard, and they had a plan here, and you see all their static defenses that they have to support this this tech push, and they're getting value with the Iron Curtains and the nukes. You love to see it. One MCV down, another MCV going. Desperate attempt here on the backside from Blue, and another force shield comes. Blue forced to hop out with a few tanks, but there's just not really much left to do here for the boys in Blue. Now down 2 MCVs. Yeah, that one's gonna come up for Berg and Osama. Wow. You know, Blue and Teal here taking home the first game in this series fairly decisively. I thought Luke and Osama were gonna, Luke and Monster. I thought we were gonna pull this series out fairly one-handedly, but Captain Berg and Osama getting it done. Hammer time, hammer time. You know, these 2v2 games, sometimes it's hard to know, hard to really get kind of a pulse of what's going on. You find yourself thinking, okay, I think we're okay, and then all of a sudden you catch your breath and you realize, no, we are not okay. Look at that, man. Look at that. Wrecking. Osama and Berg, ladies and gentlemen. The People's Champs. 2v2 champions. We are going to be running this 2v2 tournament each month at the top level. It's been tough with scheduling. It's really, really difficult, but we've done it now a couple months, and 2v2 is fun, man. 2v2, you know, we're always talking about what's the next new thing with Red Alert 2, what's going to be fun, what's going to get people interested, and 2v2 is nice. 2v2 is fun. Luke's still downfield with an IC, says, "'Tis but a scratch. 'Tis but a scratch." Nuke coming. Gotta be right here, huh? Yep.
Player defeated. Defeated.
All right, boys. Let's see who had that prediction right. Who believed in Berg and Osama? Whitechapel. Whitechapel with the wheel spin. +5 on Red and Ree. All right, Whitechapel, you in here? You got another wheel spin, buddy. You're rolling for 10 bucks now, man. You're going to win more than the players. Gift a spin. Whitechapel, who you giving it to? Who you giving it to, Whitechapel? Talk to me, buddy. Oh, no, Whitechapel's not here? Oh, Whitechapel. 10 bucks down the drain, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a day. What a day to be alive. What a day to be alive. Anyway, guys, as always, we're running these every month. We're going to run it again next month. This is 32 months. 32 months in a row. Can you hardly believe it? Can you hardly believe it? Osama and Berg, the Cheetah Warriors, the People's Champs. Taking it home. Well played. Yeah, but anyway, guys, again, my Discord is a good place. I mean, here's the thing. So on Twitch, YouTube's kind of hard. You follow people, the algorithms are wacky. On Twitch, you can follow the game of Red Alert 2. So people stream by game category. You follow the Red Alert 2 game. Anytime of the day, you can just see who's streaming in Red Alert 2 on Twitch. Makes it a little bit easier. The 2v2 finals for the lower divisions, we got someone going to be playing these finals at some point. Commander Fish, Tomato Vampires, up against maybe the Avocado Pirates. I think this is not updated. Jaws, you called it. Let's see if anyone got their prediction right. We had a prediction contest. Did anyone get it right? Someone check. Someone see if anyone got the predictions right. I'm gonna play a game. I'm hopping in quick match. You guys want to have a quick match party? Let's have a quick match party. I don't think there's anything wrong with a quick match party. A quick match party. What's the worst that could happen, right? Let's run it. A quick match party. Dude, Drunken Master, I told you, man, this whole work thing is just like it's just not how to do it, man. You just can't be working. Blitz 2v2. So we're having a Blitz 2v2 mosh every weekend from Friday to Sunday. The player with the most wins. The top 3 players get put into a lottery to win $25. So we're having a lot of quite a bit of activity lately. A little late in the day though. Let's see how it's popping off right now. And we got 3 players in the queue. Everyone's spread out right now. Some people playing regular Red Alert 2. Can I get 1 game? Is 1 game too much? Give me 1 game. That's not too much to ask for, I don't think. I think 1 game is perfectly reasonable. 1 game.
My baby born a Berg. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries. The list goes on and on.
Oh, wow, that was a long day, man. 3 hours, oof. Brain's feeling a little melty, boys. One game, boys. Just give me 1. We got 3 people in here. Oh, what? Someone queued up without me. Oh, no, wait. That was regular Red Alert 2. We need 1 player. Someone queue up. I'm rank 81. That's not good. We got a long way to number 1. The checker box brackets. 4 people in the queue. Let's go. I'm restarting the song. I'm restarting it. Let's go. Auto clicker on. Let's go, boys. 1 game, 1 win. We go home. Undefeated on the day. You guys ready for it? We're going to finish strong. Brian Jacobs, no, I don't need a good teammate. I'm the good teammate. Give me a bad teammate, make it even. Here we go, boys. Dude, after streaming, I'm like so slow on the click. Okay, here we go, here we go. Tell them bring another out, we need plenty more.
New construction options. Construction complete. Building. Training. Unit ready. New construction options. Unit ready. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Ready. Moving out.
Building.
Got it.
Unit lost.
Moving out.
Construction
Ready.
complete.
1.
Ready. On the move.
I ain't changing for a check. That's what people say. People are like, Ivor,
Sir. Yes, sir.
why are you streaming Red Alert 2? Why don't you stream a game that people watch? I say, I ain't changing for a check. Say, I've been Red Alert 2 since I left. I ain't changing for a check.
Squared away. On the move.
To stream PUBG? No way. To stream Fortnite? No way. Watch this guy. Come on, Deso. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Loser, 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 loser. Took the bait perfectly. We're up a Deso, boys.
Yes, sir. Securing position.
Yeah, this is going to be a quick GG's, you know, where you boys. Uh-oh. 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 No! No!
Ready to roll.
Uh-oh. 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 Things are not going well. No! No! Dude! Uh-oh.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
And over.
Repairing. Unit ready. On hold. Unit lost. Reinforcements ready. Our ally is under attack.
Uh-oh.
Unit lost.
Uh-oh.
Under attack. Unit lost. Construction complete. Building. Our ally is under attack. Training. Our base is under attack.
Flat land.
Unit ready. Our ally is under attack. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Cheaters.
Our base is under attack. Our ally is under attack.
Cheaters. Cheaters. What can you do, man? I mean, when you're playing cheaters...
Control terminated.
Dude, this song, I think "Did Your Boots Stop Working" is so funny. That's like, I grew up in a small town in the Midwest, like real, like kind of like cowboy, like hard ass kind of thing, like be tough, be a man, that kind of stuff. And I think that line is so funny. Like if you're like imagine everyone's out doing labor, you know, I don't know, digging holes or something in the heat of the day in your jeans, chewing tobacco, and then one person just stops for a second. Like everyone else is like fucking digging fence posts. One person stops, and then everyone else, oh, your fucking boots stop working? Did your boots stop working? That's what you say the next time someone's slacking off at work. The next time you're doing everything and you look over and one of your coworkers is scrolling TikTok, you say, hey, what's wrong? Your fucking boots stop working? All right. Yeah, we got that. Those guys cheated. I'm gonna say that's a win. I'm gonna have Berg put that as a win, obviously, because I think that is technically a win. I think we got cheated. Okay, guys, I'll get the fuck out of here. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back at some point. But again, guys, check out the Discord. There's a lot of other stuff, a lot of other events, a lot of other streamers going on. Definitely, if you haven't, definitely follow. Here, let me drop the link. Definitely check out Doof on YouTube. Here's his channel, Doof, at Doof88. youtube.com/@Doof88. Check out Doof. He's running around a lot of events lately. If you guys want to get some more Red Alert 2 action, check him out. Check him out. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later.